Alright, I'm ready.
What?
You will bounce on it. It's like a fucking prophecy that's being foretold.
Dude, Gray and I keep fucking stimming those. Not you.
Wait.
I got my fortune told. I got my fortune told to me.
Style.
I just went up to
What talent?
I just went up to the fucking fortune telling machine and it just goes, "You will bounce on it."
That's a great fortune.
Shut up! I wasn't talking to you!
I went up into the fucking Egyptian pyramids and it was written on a tablet. It was told to me in the spookiest voice I've ever heard.
You will bounce on it! Fergie style!
You will bounce on it.
You will bounce!
Oh my god.
I've gotten all this. Are we ready?
Okay, I'm
Okay,
ready.
well, I guess. Sick. Alright. Last we ended our session, it was filled with labs just like these. And you know, I really think it's about community when we play these kinds of games.
Shut
You know,
the fuck up.
Oh my god. Let the man speak.
no,
I'm hater mode this session.
for in actuality, last session was a bit chaotic, but we ended it with you riding off towards Turtle Post. I hate that I named it that, because I will fuck it up. That's why you guys are only visiting it for, like, maybe half a session. Because you had bought fresh ingredients for a longer trip of a few days, you decided to use those fresher ingredients to have a little pit stop on your way, to enjoy your final moments of what might be a home-cooked, quote-unquote, meal before you set off on your next adventure. And so here you are, sitting on just a little bit of a grassy hill, where not too far off in the distance it becomes sandy and dry. But right now you're just probably 100 feet away from the river. And that rushing sound of water fills your ears as the soup begins to heat up. Your bread is carved to hold it like a bowl. You have your fresh peas. You have your cheese.
We at Panera, bro.
Yes, you are the Panera right now.
Y'all are fucking welcome.
$26 bread bowl.
You have your absolute metric fuck ton of alcohol. If you truly want to drink, you know, it's, you know, actually, it's like only like, I don't really have times, but it's like 3 p.m.-ish. It's a great time to start drinking.
Day drinking.
It's not day, it's afternoon drinking.
With the Holland quote recently, you're gonna have to fry day drinking out of my cold, dead hands.
So true.
No, that was after I got called alcoholic twice. But that's beside the fucking point.
Well, twice is no longer a coincidence.
This bitch had half a cup of fucking Smirnoff in a juice earlier.
Did you
Stop.
Holland, are you okay? Do we need to, like...
I took a sip
We
of
didn't
that
take you to AA?
and it was the
I'm
most
trying to enjoy my
disgusting
fucking soup, guys.
Your soup.
It was like 2 tablespoons of juice and like 3 cups of Smirnoff in one fucking cup.
I didn't come here to be chastised. I came here to play fucking games.
You guys sit around the fire. Is there anything anyone would like to do or talk about?
Iron's eating his soup that everyone was dogging on for getting.
I am demolishing that fucking soup. I'm sitting by Iron. We're fucking that up.
Silence is what you hear from us.
No, it's not
All
silence.
you hear is
Just...
lip smacking.
My friend's fucking that shit up.
The worst sound.
Iron's using a spoon, but Mossfern's just dunking his whole fucking
His whole face in the bowl like a fucking
Yeah.
cat.
He thought that you were supposed to eat the bread first, and so now there's a giant hole, and he's having to like chug the soup.
Oh my god.
He's shotgunning the soup bowl?
No,
Shotgunning the
we
soup
did not
bowl.
shotgun the soup bowl.
We
No.
shotgun this Super Bowl.
No.
Oh yeah, and when all that heavy liquid is in your stomach when we're riding around later, it's gonna feel great.
Ah,
Do you know
In the hot sun.
you know what? Mustard's my character. Mustard does not fucking do that. He just dunks his fucking face with like a goddamn cat. That's where we're stopping. We're not shotgunning soup. The idea of that makes me sick.
You know the video of that cat like drinking out of the milk, like eating, and it's like meow 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 meow
Yeah.
meow 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 meow.
My brain
That's
always goes
mustard.
to the bull, the cow that would dunk his whole head.
Oh yeah.
And technically, it means that they're probably gonna die soon, but that's besides the point.
Oh my god.
Mustard's not gonna die soon, maybe.
No.
Any chats that would like to be had, or are you guys all just enjoying your food in complete, utter, non-chatting silence?
That's how you can tell it's good if nobody says anything. Aaron and Mustard, like, we knew what the fuck we were doing. Getting nothing but fresh ingredients.
No, guys, trust me, I could repair this. I could repair this. This is the whole narrative is falling apart. All right, you guys have this. Actually, it's nice. First of all, you guys have done your team bonding exercises, but this is the first moment where you've sat together and had a proper meal that you've paid for, that you've taken the time to stop traveling, set up on the side of the road, and eat. Pretty much no one since the start of Volume 2 has really had this. Especially with this current team comp. It's a nice brief moment. Sort of connects you guys just a little bit more. Before you head back on your horses. And head your way to Turtle Post. Soon,
Portal Post.
the hooves clack against dirt that turns into sand. And the soft hooves shooting sediment backwards as you ride across the desert towards Turtle Post. It's a small town. You really can't call it even a town. Like, maybe 4 or 5 buildings. It's more like an outpost. Hence the name. And as you arrive, there is the building there that is to receive your rented mounts. For you to get, I spilt broth on my legs. Holland, are you actually eating real soup right now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I get it. I thought when you were saying, I'm just trying to enjoy my soup right now, I thought that was in character. I thought you were taking the... That's crazy. The place that receives the mounts that you've rented is first and foremost on the edge of town. Past that, it seems to be maybe like an inn that isn't really an inn. It's more like you can pay for a space on the floor to put a sleeping bag that's not in the desert if you want. There's like a tavern that's called the Watering Hole. It's this kind of town. There's like a fucking vacant metal windmill that spins ever slowly, and you really don't know why it's there. It's not powering anything. It's not doing anything. But yeah. As you ride into town, are you turning in your horses, or what are you looking for?
I think first things first, we should turn in the horses.
All right.
Yep.
As you do,
Get our
everyone
back.
locks up their horse on the bike rack. You each get a silver back for returning the horses to one of these businesses.
Nice.
Iron has 1 silver to his name.
that's fucking rough,
How
dude.
many is
Damn.
no money? I'm still rolling in it.
Iron has a no money, no 0.
Don't worry, I got you.
Bro.
Nah, I didn't even pay for this fucking horse. That's free fucking money in my pocket.
If you guys wish to travel to the Lake of Thirst, you have, of course, two options, as I've said before. There is traveling by carriage, which is the fastest, and also protects you from the summer heat. Those are really the two main benefits now that I'm thinking about it. The other options are by camelback, and they aren't bad, but they are slower than a carriage will get you there. You also have to pay. That's another one. You get to pay for a carriage, and you just gotta get like one carriage, maybe two. You gotta pay for five camels. I can count how many players are in my campaign. So, what would you like to do? Are you staying in Turtle Post for the night? Are you trying to get towards the Lake of Thirst as fast as possible? What's happening?
I mean, what? You probably already said this, and I'm so sorry. What time is it?
By the time you guys get to Turtle Post, probably like 4 p.m.
How far away is the Wall of Thirst?
It is, depending on the type of ride you get. If you get like a carriage, it's probably a day and a half. If you get camels, probably closer to 2 days, 2 days and a half.
I think that we should just rest. Then
We should rest it out and then head out tomorrow morning. We should at least check on the carriage and see if there is going to be one available for tomorrow morning.
Sounds fine to me.
Alright. You guys search out for the carriage service. At the edge of Turtle Post, on the opposite edge, is a similar building to this one, but it's a little bit bigger. It seems to be, people come to Turtle Post, or people that are in Turtle Post. Give me a second while I check the map. Get carts for a variety of reasons. They might just be happen to be more south in Solent and are looking for carriages to go up to Kesserspell or Argendum or all sorts of things. Not a lot of people go to the Wall of Thirst, but for those who do, there is a service. As you approach the sort of... It's like an open window that has like that lattice in front of it, but you can still speak through it. And stationed right there, actually outside of the building, not even inside, is this sort of short-statued figure, a bit oblong, really short but curly mustache, bushy brows, and a scraggle of hair on top.
Hey.
Yeah? What'd you say?
I just said okay, like I'm
Okay.
retaining the information you set out. Is my Discord tripping?
No one's talking.
Hello?
No one's talking.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was chewing corn.
Still bow. Are you guys just staring at this figure?
I don't want to go talk to people. That ain't my job. That should be Lucinda or Isaiah's job.
Iron will go up very slowly.
Yes. What do you need?
Iron's gonna turn like wide-eyed towards Callum. Caleb.
What is going on here? Why is everyone just staring at me?
Austin.
Maybe there's something wrong with their Discord.
I think what's happening is that both Austin and Kay have stepped away from the keyboard, and everyone else is either feeling rough or eating.
I'm not used to doing talking for the group.
We'll take a brief pause as we wait for people to get back to the keyboard, I guess.
So fucking sorry. I feel like
You're fine.
Something is wrong.
You're all good.
Oh, something is deeply wrong.
Something
I'm so
is
sorry.
wrong. Is there anything, Iron, that you'd like to explore about your character in these moments? Any thoughts? Any...
I think Iron right now, I think he's taking in the new site environment. You know, it's of course much different scenery than what he's used to.
Yeah.
Most definitely different weather.
For sure. It is odd being in a wasteland of drought instead of a wasteland of ice.
Iron's probably definitely sweating like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. The clothes you wear are not built for the desert heat.
No.
Glassridge was maybe fine because it had, like, water right next to it. And by water, I mean ocean and big-ass lake. Like, oasis-type lake. You've never, like, been in such a dry spell before. Kind of like Rethny. But instead of your skin cracking and drying out and feeling like you're suffocating, you just kind of dry out and feel gross.
Yeah.
It's horrifically rough. Jesus Christ.
Mossfern, how are you reacting to the scenario around you right now?
I like to think that Mossfern, like, as they're coming into this town, he's cracking open his fucking leftovers from the beginning of their journey on their way over. He's taking it in. It's definitely different than what he's used to, but at this point, he's traveled.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen, like, a little bit here and there.
Right.
So, like, it's nothing crazy to him. But it's small.
Yeah, for sure. I think, especially for Mossfern, you went to Glassridge for a moment, but left very, very early into that adventure. So truly, your experiences with land are Alurin and Onyrex, which are both very green, at least where you were. And so, being in Steelshard was weird. Leaving Argendum for this desert wasteland and seeing where you are headed to after this is more desert wasteland is kind of like daunting, just because it's so one color.
I think he'd be excited to find something new.
Yeah, I think the collector in him is screaming a little louder than any survival instinct to not be in a death ray of a wasteland.
Listen, he's got his water.
He's got his water. He's got so much water, so much dirty water.
Dirty water.
Isaiah, how you feeling?
I mean, he's normal. This is pretty normal to him. I said it was very, as much as we did our group bonding experiences, Isaiah definitely feels very lost.
Right.
As to how his book is going to go. But right now, he's pretty much just worried about the Wall of Thirst. Exactly what curse befalls it. And hopefully a way to make that not happen anymore. Because the goal is that we bring Oasis back, correct? Like we want
mainly just getting rid of whatever is cursing the lake.
Okay.
The rest you will figure out along the way, or you don't have to worry about. Or you choose not to worry about, I should say. With that, you've approached this place where the carriages are sold. It seems like Calum will be missing for a moment. But as you get closer to the cellar, and Iron trepidatiously waddles towards him.
Okay, then Iron will just talk then.
What do you need?
We are traveling and would like carriage, or if a carriage isn't obtainable, then something we can ride on.
Well, I'm sorry, the last carriage has just been sold. So if you're looking for travel to the Wall of Thirst, you have to find it elsewhere.
You have no horses, no camels, no...
You can't take a horse out to the sands like that, they'd die. If you're looking for camels, you can buy them over there. And he points towards the rental place again.
Iron, kind of turns towards the group, just very dead-eyed, and then we'll turn back. Okay, then. Thank you.
Man is very unhelpful. What a dick. I wonder if that's just common for people from Tortlebo's dicks.
I don't think he's being a dick. I think he's being honest. He has no
Well,
character.
While they're talking, Mossfern will walk over. What kind of work they got you doing today? Being a little bit overly friendly, demeanor-wise.
Sorry, are you talking to me? What was the question?
Just what kind of work they got you doing today?
They? What?
Oh, so it's just you running the shop. That's impressive.
Yes. I own and sell the carriages and drive them when my workers are out.
You said you also drive them? But I'm looking for a ride up to the Wall of Thirst. Is there a way I could pay you to take me on out there tomorrow?
Well, as I told your friend behind you, the last carriage is sold. There will be no more.
How much gold do you need for you to take a day off and take us out to the Wall of Thirst?
The carriages are sold. There's no more left. I'm driving it tonight.
To the Wall of Thirst?
Yes.
How much to buy out the other people?
You want to? Well,
How much did they pay?
paid about 25 gold.
I'll give you 50.
I would need the
If you
person
take us
who bought
instead.
the carriage to be here so that they, in the spirit of a bidding war, may give an offer as well.
Do you need them to be here? Or
Isaiah-
you could just take the 50 and
Isaiah,
take us
he's
instead.
an honest working man. I think.
I hate honest.
So, how
fucking
big
men.
is that carriage? Do you think we could fit everybody in there?
Well, he paid enough to rent out the whole carriage, so...
The whole thing?
Yes.
Well, who is he? Maybe we can ask him if we can take it. And we can compensate him for his inconvenience.
He's probably in the watering hole.
All right.
You have a name?
Mossfern will pull out a gold from his pocket and I'll put it on the table for him. Sorry for my friend there.
He looks at the gold and he just sort of readjusts his shirt and looks at you and goes, "No worries." And he grabs the gold from the counter. He's a purple fella. Answers to the name... Shit. And he goes over and, scrambles over the desk for a second, reaching behind the counter and pulls out a paper.
This guy's name's
quill.
Shit.
Ah, you're very funny. His name is Tom Rose Twine.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll go and get out of your hair. And Mossman will turn and walk back to the group and kind of start ushering them away.
Iron followed. Iron is just astonished by the customer service that Mossfern just showed.
Turn on the
Reverse
customer service and
service.
everything.
Listen, working on a farm, he had to help his parents deal with people, I guess.
Flomo.
How far off is the watering hole?
It's like maybe 20 feet in like a different direction.
Perfect.
It's a small building. It serves mostly just like water. They get a water reserve from other places and also try to collect from the river when they can. Yeah, you enter there and there's probably about like 6 or so people drinking like at different spots in the building. Couple at the bar. There is, as said, a purple fella, back turned, sort of just drinking by themselves at the bar.
Can I, I'm gonna vibe check him, see what kind of person he is.
Give me a vibe check.
Ooh. Not that great, it was an 11.
11? His posture and energy that he brings about him is... It's calm and it's earnest, if that makes sense. Doesn't seem like he's taking in his surroundings anything more than just like he is here, he is present, and he's drinking water. You can see sort of mid-length, a little bit above the shoulder, black hair that sort of puffs out. Poking where the ears would be are feathers. These purple-like feathers. And the clothes that he is wearing are very simple. Strapped to one side is a crossbow, and the other a small dagger. And pretty much just wearing regular garb, fit for desert adventuring.
Hold up. I'm so sorry, I tried to mute before I started coughing.
Oh,
yeah, Monster's gonna go up, and he's gonna kind of like hop up into like the stool next to him.
As you do, and you face this person, I will find their portrait.
Yippee.
In front of you, with greenish eyes and sort of puffs of feather covering the cheekbones and like coming out towards, there's a scar just against their lip and against their neck. They seem to be wearing a lot of gold. They have a strong nose, strong chin, really neat, clean eyebrows. And as you
gorgeous.
you step up, just looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello."
It's sorry to bother you. Look kind of lonely sitting here by yourself. He's just kind of leaning on the bar.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I don't know if you can sleep your way into this one.
No! He's socially inept. I'm not doing that.
Socially inept. I'm traveling alone, so not really looking for whatever this is.
All right, I'm gonna keep it straight with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So I was just talking to the guy who drives the carriages, and he said that you had bought the last one.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, if there would be a way that me and my friends could join you.
You and your friends. How many are you? How many are there?
Including me, there's 6 of us.
6 of you.
You're forgetting Caleb's girlfriend.
A fault.
I mean, there's space enough for 5 other people. I wasn't really planning on going to the Wall of Thirst with anyone else, but, I mean, you seem nice enough. Like I said, there's only 5 other spots.
I mean, that means someone has to stay back then. There's only 5 other. If I'm doing math correctly in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's gonna kind of like scoot back in his seat. Would you mind if I take a second? And he's gonna immediately jump. Not gonna give him time to like respond. But he's gonna like kind of skitter back to the group.
Yeah.
I bet we can fit everyone in the carriage. It might be a little uncomfortable, but you know.
I mean, I can stay back. This is...
You're not interested?
Well, I mean, I'm fine with adventuring with you guys, and as long as I'm within a day's ride away, if Calem's arm breaks, it's not too awful of a thing.
Where would you stay though? Would you find?
I'd just stay here. I mean, there's that place that... I have a sleeping bag, I'll be fine. I'll just wait for you guys.
Do you have money for a room?
Yeah, I've got quite a bit.
Alright. I mean, if you're volunteering, I have no problems with that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys seem like the fighters, the real adventurers. I'm just sort of here to...
No.
No?
Oh. No.
Well,
Not
either
even
way,
close.
you're the ones risking your lives. And I sort of am too, but not in the same way, if that makes sense. I can dip and not feel bad about it whenever.
Well, I feel bad if you were wanting to stay back, but it would help.
I mean,
it's-
shit.
Sounds like a perfect solution to our problem.
I'll just work
it's-
on inventions while you're out. That's...
To me, it sounds sorted. And if you need anything, you let us know before we leave. I got you covered.
I will, thank you.
Well, he'll just go back and sit back by the person.
Hello again.
Hey, so if it's not putting you out, we got to figure it out. There's 5 of us now.
We just killed one real quick.
Did you just
took one
drop the
out
dead
back.
weight? What do you mean there's 5 of you now?
Well, she said she didn't mind staying back.
Got it. I mean, alright. Well, if there's 5 of you, sure. You know, how about 2 gold per seat?
Yeah, no, I can do that, definitely.
Alright.
He'll get his little coin pouch out.
10
He said
gold.
10 gold.
Awesome. Thanks. Yeah,
It
for
sucks
sure.
that this person is like nice and stuff, because I totally had an idea of just like get around it, but you know.
Dude, the way Isaiah's talking, I'm like worried for this person. If they didn't comply, apparently Isaiah was gonna tie him up and leave him in a
Hey,
ditch
you
somewhere.
said at
No,
the
I was
beginning of
just
this
gonna be like-
session that Kay was in their hater era this
That's true.
session, so
What if you just like I know I have the ability to transform my appearance. I doubt that he would want to take the carriage if the carriage driver came in and started calling him a bunch of very rude names. And perhaps started like fisticuffs.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
what the
Mustard.
fuck?
Such an
Mustard.
unhinged fucking plan.
He'll say fucking thank you and then leave.
But we don't have to do that because he was nice or whatever.
Just meet me outside the carriage shop, probably around just around sundown.
Alright.
Alright.
Iron gives him a little wave.
He also waves.
I think he's
def-
pretty.
I death glare at him.
You death glare at him?
Oh,
No, I don't.
Alright.
nah, just playing.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
All right. What? So I know you already like described the layout. What kind of places are around again?
There's like 5 buildings at most. There's not really even a store other than for like general needs, like if you need to refill your water pack or if you need to buy some extra rations or cloth or anything to protect you from the sun. But other than that, there's a watering hole, there's a place that you can buy spots on the ground to like put your sleeping bag and sleep inside. Carriage shop, rental shop, or I guess they're both rental shops. Carriage rental versus like singular mount rental. And like a metal windmill that like the old western windmills that just sort of spin and literally don't know what the fuck it's there for.
Damn, there ain't shit.
Just spin. Yeah. It's more of an outpost than anything. This place receives a lot of traffic from Stonehold and Fort Stone specifically as a sort of like receiver for like packages and stuff like that. They also get some of the farm work from the farms nearby that are on the lake against the lake bed. So it's more just like a travel through area rather than stay and settle down.
Uh-huh.
So is there anything you guys would like to do before sundown comes? No?
Iron is gonna...
Oh.
No. Iron's gonna look at Isaiah. Isaiah, may I ask of a favor that I will, somehow repay you back for?
I guess. I don't really do. I'll wait to agree before we've set the bounds here.
As you can look at the clothes that I am wearing, it's very hot. And I don't have any kind of, like, gets a little closer. I don't have money to get...
Oh, you're
cooler.
poor, honey?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Iron
glares at that motherfucker.
Do you need money?
money. If you need money, I will buy you something. Fuck.
Do you need money?
Well, now I don't want to ask you because you're just mocking. And
I'm not
Iron will-
mocking you.
That's what it sounds like you're doing. It sounds like you're mocking me.
I said, are you poor?
Yes!
Okay. There's
Oh
no
my
shame
God.
in that. That was all internalized.
Oh my God.
Whatever that was.
Guess
I-
it keep girl boss.
Sorry. It's a very direct question I wasn't prepared to be asked.
Yeah, I can get you new clothes or whatever. Do you want mine?
No.
Okay. Is there a place around here that you thought you could buy clothes?
I haven't really got that far in thinking of whether there actually is some here where we can buy clothes. I wanted to ask the question first before I made the plan.
For sure. I have like another set of clothes. You could probably just the flowy. They don't.
If that don't fit you, I also got an extra set of clothes.
I
don't
really
know.
will fully turn towards Mossfern and just look at him and go, "It's okay. It's okay. I thank you." And we'll turn back to Isaiah.
They're
And
baggy enough. You could just tie them off. Like it wouldn't be that bad.
Sure, that's okay. That's fine.
Okay. He'll just like reach into his bag and he pulls out like this, like white satin shirt and these like baggy like light brown tie off pants that are kind of just like they have tie offs in the ankles. They're like it has like the big poofy calves.
Oh, like harem pants.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
Iron got the Amazon, I'm going to my first Ren fair.
Yes. Yes.
My girlfriend wants to go as a fairy, and I'm gonna go in a basic shirt and pants sweatpants.
Gonna go in a poet shirt and harem pants.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's just like what I have. I guess. Unless you have a better.
Or is Iron's going
solution.
to baby's first run fair?
Holy shit, hello?
Welcome back.
Iron is going to baby's first Ren fair. Iron was asking for not warm clothing that he can wear. Well, actually, he asked for coin first, and then Isaiah offered just an extra set of clothes.
After calling him broke.
After
so
calling him
Yeah. Iron will
He's good.
quite hesitantly take the clothes and just kind of hold them and look at them.
Yeah, you're stripping down here in the middle town.
For sure. No.
They're not like poisoned or whatever.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I don't wear things like this. As he then like gets like kind of like I'm trying. My camera isn't on for the video. I'm trying to describe what he does with. He just like. How would I describe that?
gestures.
He just gestures towards his outfit, as in it's very not
Do you want
thin.
some?
Not weather appropriate.
Do you want some of my clothes?
Well, I have.
They
I
might
have-
be a little bit more. And then he starts doing the same gesture but more in revealing.
No,
No.
that's okay.
No.
I will take Isaiah's, and then Iron will kind of start looking around as to where he can change.
Actually, I think you should trade clothes with Mossfern.
I already made that joke.
Oh, God damn it.
Which is crazy, honestly, because I need to be stuck in a vest and some fucking pants that he probably would not fit in.
No, it'd rip as soon as Iron like moves a shoulder blade and it just goes.
Well, I think it's even funnier that you, with Mossfern, it would just be a vest and
Yeah,
boots.
just a vest. Just a vest, just pants. That's all you get.
It's not even. Does Mossfern wear pants?
Yeah, he wears pants.
I need to go back and look at this.
He's got his little pants and
Oh, he
boots on.
does. Oh, I see. I was thinking of the second character art that you said, where it's just no clothes on Mossfern.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That sounds so much worse out of context.
While you were gone, Austin, they found the carriage rental place.
Okay.
Learned that the only carriage left had already been sold, and all the seats on it had been bought out. They decided to, well, first Isaiah wanted to just buy the cart out from under the person who had bought it, but he said, no, if you want to do a bidding war, I need the person here. And so Mossfern asked where the person was, found them at the watering hole. It's the person that I said in NPC chat. They seem to be a bird folk-like, or adjacent, and their name is Tom Rose Twine. Jesus. Keep accidentally calling them Tim Rose. I'm a fucking dumbass. Tom Rose Twine. And Mossfern asked if they'd be willing to let the other seats be claimed by you guys. And he asked how many of you there were. 6 in total, including, Kalim's mechanic. She opted to stay behind while the rest of you go, so that way you can have spots on the carriage.
Okay.
That was about it.
Alright.
You guys will be meeting Tom Rose at
Tom
Rose.
Tom Rose.
I'll be explaining my disappearance after sessions.
Okay.
That's a story that I just went on.
Oh god.
You guys exchange clothes, give sultry looks,
So true.
Sultry. What? I mean, are you just where you just finding a place to change?
Yeah, Iron's just kind of
Uh,
he's just looking around.
There's a
just
straight
looking
You know,
bath.
around.
There's a straight
Doing
bathroom
the
in either the
street
watering.
pussy.
Oh yeah, no. There's always the
Do
there's
it in
always
sh-
like the
that's yeah, do it in the street.
there's always like the alleyway and like Isaiah Caleb just like block people's views.
No. We just
Hey.
bounce her it out.
Yeah, we bounce it up. Yeah,
Get Rethney to hold a blanket.
And look,
Yeah.
in all honesty, as much as I want to say that like, those are probably intimidating bouncers, I think Rethy just outclasses both of us in being intimidating by just being there.
Yeah. There's a spare bathroom probably in the watering hole or the place where people rent to sleep on the floor. Either one will do. You change. I mean, the silk feels nice in the heat, probably until you start sweating.
Yeah.
But it's flowy enough that you get enough air circulation that you're feeling way cooler now. That's good. You don't have to switch on any armor or anything. You just don't have any.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now Levi needs to go buy another commission of iron
Different clothes.
in different clothes.
Yeah, as Iron comes walking out with his like 5-piece layered outfit he was wearing.
Iron would notice that the shirt that I gave you has like a crazy high thread count. Like it is
Yeah,
ridiculously.
This fish is bougie. Jesus.
yeah,
deserves
man.
Fixing my top. Get off of me, bro.
I thought your old
Talon's
thing,
top
though.
does not have a ridiculously high thread count.
No, it's got a
right now.
ridiculously low thread count, bro. It's crocheted.
Chloe's got a thread count of 50.
Yeah, let me
You can
count them.
count 'em.
Let me count them real quick. 1, 2,
Count
3,
of 2.
4, 5.
Count of 2.
Count of
Yeah,
2, 3.
Iron's definitely like feeling the clothes. He's probably also kind of like, ooh, skin showing.
Yeah, you're a bit of a harlot right now. You are.
Yep.
First of all, let's just talk about how intimate it is for you to be wearing Isaiah's clothes right now. Second of all,
It is.
Isaiah is a far more gaudy and flaunty man than you, and so therefore, all the clothes that he has, even the simple ones, show off quite a little of cleavage.
Yeah.
There is definitely like these pants that you're wearing are meant to sit on the lower hip, so that way you get a little bit of V-line and like stomach action going on. But you've pulled them up a little bit, and they're I think they're long enough that you don't get high waters when you pull them up. It looks good on you. I mean, even if they might be a little bit baggier or whatever, they are still very fine clothes, and everyone here in this party is, generally attractive. So,
Yep, Iron holsters his little dagger and quarterstaff and walks out with holding his fucking clothes like in his arms.
At least, unlike Caleb, your entire titties just aren't out.
truth.
Godspeed.
As Iron is coming up with his clothes, he looks towards just anyone and it's like, can I please put this in someone's bag?
I open my bag and just kind of like, and just,
Yep, Iron just
Hold it
like,
out like a fucking trick-or-treater.
yeah, like a chicken theater, exactly.
As you're all sort of still out here outside of the watering hole, eventually you hear a couple footsteps behind you, and coming out of the building is Tom Rose, and he has this wood pipe in his hand, and he lifts up his shoe and taps the end against his boot as some dried, burnt ash comes out, and he begins to take out something and pack it. Oh, well, this is a bit awkward. I didn't think I'd see you till nightfall.
We're just hanging out, I guess.
How's it hanging?
Just fine.
It's good. It's good. You're in new clothes, I see.
Yes.
Why are you just holding them awkwardly?
I
Aaron often doesn't know what to do.
Okay. I'm from Lowland, so I'm not used to hot, dry weather, and I was wearing clothes that were layers upon layers, and I was getting rather hot.
Right. You want to put them in your bag now, or?
I was getting to that, and Iron like very quickly like looks at Caleb and is like, "Open your bag, hold it out."
Do you not have your own bag?
He's poor.
I hold up on my bag.
So
And then I hold up on my bag, and then I like press one finger over Isaiah and just goes. Shh.
You look at Tom Rose, and he sort of just like purses his lips and does the one nod, the like up, down, and yeah. And he goes to light the pipe, and he walks away.
Jesus Christ.
That guy's in for it.
No
What
way.
does that mean?
What does that mean?
What?
I'm not like what? I'm not threatening him in any way. I'm saying we are rough and tumble.
Oh no, the way you said that.
Baby, look at how you dress. I don't think there's anything rough or humble about that.
And by saying that, you have
Oh yeah, Mosford, you try to learn.
automatically insulted Iron too, but
Put him up,
Put
Mosford.
him up! Put him up!
Put him
Put him
on.
up!
Put him up.
Let's
Mossford,
engage in some fisticuffs if you are so sure.
Mossford,
Are you certain about that? Shit, I'll fucking do more than put him up.
Mossford,
Do more than put him up.
look at me. If you get into a fight,
Yeah, I don't
Win.
know if fighting.
You ever seen a bald cat?
Oh. What?
no, actually, this is interesting. Mossford, I'm betting on you.
Continue.
You should win.
You know, if you guys are gonna fight, maybe I should take one of your places. Rock, paper, scissors.
Seems like we're about to do a lot more than rock, paper, scissors.
No, okay. And she steps in front of you two and is like holding both of your guys' like it's obviously because
Let me at
Mossford
him.
is
Let me
shorter.
at him.
No.
Okay, I'll take
I'll
that.
put my hands up. I'll put my hands up. The second she steps between it, Monster puts his hands up and takes a step back.
All right.
I
Caleb,
actually
They
Yeah.
started it.
just
Don't
let them do that.
yeah. I was just
You misunderstand. They started it.
okay.
Even then,
All
even
right.
then,
All right.
who's to say it
responsible
wasn't
adult.
in good fun?
Responsible adult time. I pick up Mossford by the scruff.
Oh, well, that just feels disrespectful.
It is. Put me to the fuck down.
As he's hanging, it is. That's fucking hilarious.
Okay. Now, I don't. You know, in all honesty, mine's kind of blanking on why you guys are even arguing in the first place.
I told him he dresses kind of prissy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just true.
Exactly.
There's no-
And he
there's
started fucking saying,
there's
y'all
no-
should put him up.
Yes, Mossford, but there's no reason to say it out loud.
Listen, I'm just stating fucking facts.
The problem was not the suggestion that I dress flamboyantly. Obviously, I dress flamboyantly. The problem was the association that I'm weak.
I never
Because of
called you
just-
weak. I just said you weren't rough and tumble.
You said not rough and tumble. You called me sissy.
I want you to know that
Not do it again.
I'm still holding Mossford by the scruff. I've just
know.
I have him turned over at me when I'm talking to him, and then I have him turned over to myself.
Look at you right now, Mossman. Look at you.
Is-
Look at the
it's just
position
art.
that you are currently in.
The only reason I'm able to do this with Mossford is because he trusts me.
Exactly.
Malia
If
rubs
Mossford-
her temples.
If Mossford didn't trust me, I'd have an eye scratched out by now.
So are you guys sure you're ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm friends with both of
Totally.
them.
Totally.
Okay.
You can't scrap with a friend every now and then. Isaiah, are you hearing this?
I don't. Yeah, it's kind of.
Why are we coming for me now?
Like it's so obvious that you've just like never had a friendship like this before.
I know, me and Isaiah were so close.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up.
Now Isaiah, look what you done.
Engaging with them makes it worse.
Malia does kind of like just stare for a second, looks to you, Caleb, and then does look a little bit defeated and sort of just walks away.
Isaiah,
it's okay. She'll have a couple days to get over it.
Oh my god, Isaiah, go apologize.
What?
Isaiah, go.
I don't know. I don't know. I think Isaiah should give her some space and apologize at least when we get back.
No, Isaiah should apologize before we leave.
Well, shit, you heard the man. Go get her.
I didn't want to do that.
Oh my fucking god. Well,
now this is why I called you prissy. You can't even apologize.
Holy shit!
Last one.
It's quickly heading to dusk. Are you guys gonna go by the carriage rental shack to meet up with Tom Rose?
The sun is setting. It's time to go.
I'm gonna go check on William before leaving.
Tell her I said bye, and I'll miss her while we're gone.
I'm sure she'd love to hear it.
Iron's gonna look at Isaiah after Iron's kind of just been standing there watching that whole fight. And is just gonna turn towards Isaiah. Were you ever poor?
Uh-oh. I'm leaving.
Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, you keep exclaiming rather loudly that I am poor, so I am asking you if you've been poor. No?
Debating on whether to tell you or not.
Actually, I come back, I grab Mossford again.
I guess we do the whole no secrets thing or whatever. Yes, I was poor for a while. For a number of years. Probably the most important.
Iron will almost for the first time have like this
With the 5 check.
look of confidence and will just kind of look Isaiah up and down. Okay.
What?
It was just a curious question I wanted an answer to it. It kind of places a lot of things in my head about you. Did you get
like what?
Well, I'm just curious how you got money since you're just a niche author.
Oh no.
And Iron will smile and start walking towards the carrot.
I felt that shit from a mile away.
Damn! I felt that shit up here.
I don't mean to argue this. You all have potions with money that I purchased. I don't need to take this.
My favorite bit is calling Isaiah a niche internet micro celebrity.
Oh my god.
Isaiah, do you just head straight towards the carriage rental?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not before setting the town ablaze.
Oh my god.
Isaiah crashes out.
Cinders.
Dude, he had that shit on.
Caleb, you eventually catch up with Malia. She's just going towards the place to set up her sleeping bag, where she's going to rest for the next few days.
I've brought Mossford.
Oh.
I don't know. I turned around before walking away, thought that it was going to be a horrible idea to leave Mossford and Isaiah alone again.
Right.
Picked up Mossford and kept going.
Okay. Yeah. You catch up. I'm assuming Mossfern is walking with you instead of being carried by the scruff at this point. Probably.
Okay. I walk in.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean,
They're
they're characters. I get that.
a lot.
It's fine, Caleb. I wasn't. I mean, like, I was a little hurt, but it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Just don't die, because that's a very expensive piece of machinery on your arm.
He smiles. I will take it under consideration. Top of the list.
Well, your debt's only gonna get higher if I have to go drag your dead body out of a dry lake.
That is true. That's true.
And the debt is definitely going to next of kin.
Oh, I look at the list. I have to track down my brother.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be a conversation.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I hope you feel embarrassed in whatever place that you're in when you're dead.
Oh, I will.
Because you're the first thing that your brother learns is that you were actually alive this whole time, and then you died again.
And then I died again.
Yeah.
And I kind of sucked. So.
Yeah. Sure, he'll reel
I'm sure
about
that'll
it somewhere.
Probably.
Well, seriously though, please don't die.
I'll come back.
All right. That's all I need. I'll be here.
Yeah.
Press up.
He's
Oh.
got me watching over him. Mustard's like standing back a little bit, but he's also there.
You as well. I actually kind of like you.
Oh, shucks.
Shit.
Shucks.
You know, I will say, in Moss Friend's defense, he is my favorite.
Isn't he also just the one you know the one you know the longest?
Oh, even in the old party, to be fair.
Yeah, it's because I'm the best.
Who's in that one again?
Lucian, Rob, Twiggy, Val.
Hmm.
There was talk that Rob said of somebody named Ghost, but I'm like 90% sure he didn't exist.
What about that bird fellow?
Oh god. What about that bird
The
fellow?
one that mimicked. What's his name?
Oh, Sharp.
Oh, I don't
Sharp,
think
that's what it was.
I wasn't there for that one.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, yes. Maybe for like a
Yeah, you were.
Damn.
Clock your ass real fast.
To be fair, I knew Sharp for about as long as I knew Brethny.
Yeah.
But Brethny is quite the character.
Sharp wasn't.
Sharp
I'm
said
kidding.
Sharp said like 3 things. Which was, my name is Sharp.
Get rotated.
Get rotated. He really liked get rotated. Didn't I say that first?
He coined it.
And then he mimicked my voice saying it. I don't remember. Either way, we'll come back. We've come back from worse.
Alright. Well, it's not like you can drown in the lake, so.
Oh god. Is this thing waterproof?
Oh, let's not test it out right now.
No.
I have the means to.
Oh, let's not.
I'd rather be like there. You guys have to leave for a couple of days. We'll do it when you get back.
And my debt significantly increases each time I need repairs. So
Yeah,
let's not repair it.
I do upcharge for you being stupid.
She does.
Good for you.
I make bank. Like I said, I got money. You guys don't gotta worry about me. I also stole a little bit of the family funds before I left, but that's neither here nor there. So just go on, go on your little carriage ride, have fun.
Okay.
Paint pictures for me while you're gone
I will.
of the scenery, just so I know what it looks like.
I will. It'll be mostly a dry lake until the very end.
Oh, I'm so excited. Alright. Well,
Alright.
farewell.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Start to leave.
And you guys head to the carriage.
Yippee.
As we get about halfway back, just to... as we start walking.
As you arrive at a carriage, lovely so, you see there that the carriage is being pulled by two,
Count 'em two.
count 'em two, very interesting looking creatures. They're not camels, they're not horses, they're not oryxes like you've seen before, but they certainly are equestrian-like. They're not donkeys or mules either. Seems like a different creature of the sands. However, sitting there at the coach, ready to drive the carriage, is the figure that you tried to buy from before, and right outside the door is Tom Rose, as all of you finally gather, ready for your trip. So, everyone good? We ready to go?
Let's do it.
Alright, hop in. And he opens the door. There it is. A carriage big enough for 6 people. Who's taking
We'll get
what?
in.
Yeah, here's the thing. Who's taking what side, what seat?
You're up.
2 sides, left and right.
Are they like
Chicken.
bench?
I'm taking 13L.
Alright.
Two.
So Isaiah's not in the carriage.
Rethny goes on the left. Iron, what'd you say?
Right.
Right?
Is there a shotgun?
Nope.
Oh.
The guy driving the car is not letting your ass up there.
I was gonna reminisce about old times of riding shotgun. Actually, about driving the cart and Rob riding shotgun.
Rethny got left. Iron got right.
Left.
Senda got left.
Left.
I'm good. I'm good with either side. I want the web closest to the back end so he can like look out the back.
Alright, so the right. Isaiah, where are you sitting?
Isaiah does not care. He'll
Okay.
sit in whatever seat is available.
Tom Rose gets in and chooses left. As Tom Rose gets in, Iron, you quickly feel a mass just like land against your chest. And you hear like a poof. It's a bag.
I can't take this.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm not. If you're going across the sands and you're going to the Lake of Thirst, you need a bag.
This is true.
My hands are in pockets just fine. I don't carry.
It costs like a
Anything.
coin, man. Just take the bag.
I don't just take the back, man. It's not that weird.
Oh my god.
Take it, bruh.
And Isaiah,
Just
you get
take
in
it.
on the right side.
Isaiah's saying that as he's fucking getting in.
Just take the bag, man. It's not that big of a deal. As he's like ducking under the fucking. And he scooches in.
As he's fucking putting his bag into the overhead bin of the
Yeah.
airplane that we're all on.
Tom Rose.
What are you talking
knocks
about?
on the-
I would
on the
not have a
roof.
carry-on. I checked my bag.
I checked.
Oh my god.
Kill yourself.
Well, yeah, but Isaiah has enough clothes to where he has 2 fucking checked bags and a carry-on that he brought with him too.
The cart lurches forward.
For a 2-day-long trip.
You guys are headed on your way to the Lake of Thirst.
Iron will also transfer his clothes from Haley's
From-
bag to
Yeah, I was about to say.
his bag.
It's bag.
What color is it?
It's like a kind of mossy, but really dull green.
You give
Like it really only looks green when it's like in light. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, since Iron's going on a field trip, it's the drawstring bag too that you
It's actually more like it's kind of like a messenger bag, but it's a little bit bigger and has a little bit more like pockets and like a big sort of like main compartment.
Like the
if that
one-
makes sense.
One strap over the shoulder kind of one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Iron's stunting on these hoes.
You've got your fucking
Oh
you
my
got your
God.
parts on it and everything.
So, Tom.
You see, like he just got settled into pulling out a book, and it's like, yes.
So, where are you going to the Wall of Thirst?
Where are you going to the Wall of Thirst?
Oh, we're gonna like fix the world or whatever.
Fix the world.
That's what we are. We're fixers, apparently.
So
We're
you're
gonna fix the
going
world.
to get rid of the curse.
Yep, that's the plan.
We're going to attempt.
What about you? What you doing there?
Well, I'm similar reason. I'm not trying to fix it though. I'm just trying to study it. I also want to study the ruins that are of the village that's right on the lake.
Are you a magic user?
Not well. I mostly just keep to my bolt and my dagger.
Iron looks a little disappointed.
I used to be a pirate. But I've tried to reform my life, if that makes sense. They used to call me Deadeye, so I'm really good.
What's wrong with being a pirate?
Well,
And you know what pirates do?
Actually, wait. You laugh at this, Tom. This might actually be a really good question. Do you know what pirates do?
Don't they just explore the sea? Is that not the point?
No.
So,
Definitely.
some do, some can. Most plunder and rob
and
steal and kill. I mean, I've killed before, and I'm not afraid of killing again. But I'm not gonna just kill someone for money anymore.
Yeah, I used to be friends. I used to have 2 friends that were pirates.
Oh,
Two?
really?
Count
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, 2. Count them 2.
Oh, you do that a lot. Is that like your catchphrase?
No, y'all are making fun of autistic people now. We're not doing this.
That's what Concordis was built on.
Listen, if we
That's what this
count
whole
them,
thing
if we
is.
count them in this party, more than 2. All right, more than 2 autistic people in here.
Yeah, new lore drop. Mossfern got an autism diagnosis.
This is while he was gone. Yeah, fuck it, probably. Honorex, way better healthcare system than fucking Muledale and Alurin.
Oh my god.
Fucking Verk was like, we should get you checked out.
We got to
He goes
test
to
you,
pick
man.
up
We
Mossfern
have
and he's
to.
like,
to
"Buddy,
make
we gotta
sure."
get this figured out.
Yeah, just to
Mossfern
make sure.
when literally anything was in a set of 2, going 2, count of 2,
Stop!
and then Verk was like, "Yep, this is it.
This is it.
We're going to a doctor."
We're going to a doctor and getting this checked. I can only deal with this stim for 2 count of 2 days.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, man. Either way, Tom Rose sits back. So you guys are like adventurers? Do you work with the adventuring guild?
We kind of stumbled into something a little bit bigger than ourselves, and we're kind of just trying to make new right now.
So yes, we're adventurers.
All right then.
I mean, I think
Seems like you're taking a lot of weight on your shoulders.
who
Yes.
of us are officially with a guild that I know of. No, Brethany got inducted.
I don't
There's
even
a
know if I'm still part of that. I mean, like, I'm kind of wondering.
I also don't. Oh well, yeah, there is that.
there's a political war that I actually still don't understand that's happening right now. So
I
Yes.
kind of have a better grasp on it, but yes, again, this plane's politics are so odd. There's so many hands at play.
I was born on this plane, and I don't understand politics whatsoever.
I feel like I have a decent grasp of it. But if I was given a test, I probably wouldn't do too hot.
Probably one that maybe would have to solidify your citizenship and as one of these countries.
Ooh, crickets!
Do you have to take,
That's fucked up.
you have to take one of those in a Lauren. You have to take one of those in a Lauren now ever since the new lord came in.
There's not a fucking citizenship test. There's birthright citizenship, and they don't care about immigrants because there are no immigrants.
Ah!
If everyone's an immigrant,
No one's an immigrant.
All right, none of this liberal shit in my D&D game.
Stop!
Oh yeah, stop fucking invading my gaming space.
I work at a Target in the South. Please, I don't want to deal with any more of this right now.
No one here voted for Trump. I just need to make that clear.
Yeah,
Abundantly clear.
It was bad.
You need to stop starting shit to start shit, my guy.
wait.
K's monkey brain just instinctually goes, I'm gonna be the asshole here.
I'm gonna say that
I'm gonna say something that gets me in trouble.
Fascist.
I just.
It's not
want
gonna
it
be
to
true, but I'm gonna say it.
I just want it to be pointed out in the manner that it was said. Was no one here voted for Trump? And then Kay goes, well, and then do it. No, I almost. And then
No, I almost. You almost voted for Trump. No.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Holy
I had to
fuck.
think about it.
I really had to think about it. God, I just, I really thought about what it would be like having a citrus fruit in our, head of government. And
Again.
I guess it just wasn't for me in the end. Like,
I really think that
The Concordis 20-minute political podcast.
Oh my god.
I actually
I'm about to
think
buy
Jeff
that plane ticket
Bezos
just to beat the
deserves
shit out of Kay,
more of the bottom 30% money.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
for sure.
so Tom Rose.
This is our
Tom
Rose
Rose puts away his
Tom
book.
Rose!
Tom Rose.
Let him speak! Damn
Puts
it,
away his
please!
book. Yeah, I'm not too familiar in all the inner workings of the lords around here. I'm assuming that's
Apparently one's really bad.
which one?
The political leaders.
I look at him real good.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if he's prying.
You say
Make an insight check.
In like a deceptive manner,
Okay.
like playing fool.
He's a
Gotcha.
fascist.
He's a fascist.
That's what I'm
He
trying
voted
to-
for Trump.
I'm trying to sniff out Nazis
No
right
one
now.
here in the call voted for Trump.
I'm trying to
Tom
sniff out
Rose,
In
Nazis.
the
however-
game, Tom Rose Twine, however, that's
Oh, that's a 19.
19. He seems genuinely interested. Like it doesn't seem like he's asking to sort of make you slip up or anything. He is genuinely looking for more information.
look.
Now
All,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
all I'm saying is that they're politicians that they get voted in, right? Own talent above.
So oof.
I know.
Let's
High
explain.
Kings
Oh, that's
get-
worth it.
Hierarchy of Concordis.
I know High Kings get voted in.
So, lords can serve as long as they wish. As long as they live, they can serve. However, the people that inhabit a continent have the right to usurp that government or usurp that lord if they feel that the things they're doing are unjust or yada yada yada. But one, they kind of have to either have the power to do so, like the strength, which usually isn't too much of a problem, or they need help from other sort of governments, or not other governments, sorry, other like continents or other lords or other forms inside this government. But yes, when a new lord is being elected, the people vote on that. And when a High King is being re-elected or reinstated, the High King is voted on by both the lords and the people. The lords have a stronger vote weight to them. But still, if enough of the people vote for someone else that the lords are voting for, even all 4 lords can't beat out all of the people of Concordis. It's just a strong vote. The High King usually serves the same thing. It's pretty much
until you die.
Until you die, until you give up. But most people have operated under a peaceful resolving of power when they feel that they are getting too old, or when they feel that they are doing enough. Yeah, doing poorly or not doing enough. And it's sort of operated like this for a while. There are quote-unquote systems in place to help, like, take out a lord, and other things like that, or even the High King, but those aren't really put into use because they're way too complicated. A High King can take out a lord if they wish.
Like, kill them?
No, like
take them out of power.
Take them out of power.
Well, I'm saying take out can be like.
Yeah, no, I get the confusion, especially because we're in a political setting where regicides and nobilicides are a thing. All 4 lords can try to reinstate another High King. That's happened like once, maybe. All 4 lords being like in agreement with each other for that is usually pretty rare.
Hard to get people impeached.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much the stuff.
All right. Well, so Tom, there's this. I don't know for sure, but what I've heard, what people have been telling me, is that the Lord of Alurin, has done like some child experiments, sort of like war machines, sort of thing, and is getting a little too ambitious.
Again, they are politicians. They've probably all done super evil shit.
I mean, that doesn't... I won't say it doesn't surprise me, but that makes sense. If it was gonna be anyone, I probably would have guessed. No, I probably would have guessed the Lord of Lowland, honestly.
Yeah, I hear he's not that great of a guy.
No.
That's not good for us, is it?
See, like the Lord of Alurin has like a squeaky clean record of not being a douchebag, which kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
like
going by and from all the ports and things, and you know, getting the lowdown from a lot of low people. There's been some shady shit in the shadows for a while, but I've always chalked it up to just political shadiness. Are you talking about like he's trying to usurp the High King level shady?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Someone should definitely bring that to his attention.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of trying to do.
Oh boy, we are trying.
Oh,
Yep.
I got it now. I see the...
Dots been connected.
You fix the Lake of Thirst, and then...
You may get in contact with Lord of Soul.
Yeah, because like no one gives a shit about us right now.
Right.
And then Lord of Lowland, kind of in the pocket of the Lord of Lowland.
But for some reason, once we fix a problem, somehow our problem is now being able to be heard.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it not the same in the Fireplane?
Not the same in the Fireplane.
Is it not?
I would say that. We don't have it much better. I'll say that.
Okay.
And our You and points towards Rethny. Are you from the water plane?
Turns my head
No.
correctly.
No.
Easy mix-up, though. I thought so too.
I see. Just from somewhere?
The ocean.
Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that by... He points to his feathery ears, but you can tell he's...
Where are you from, Tom?
I don't really remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't remember?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of memories from when I was young. I've been on a boat ever since I could remember, but
Insight check.
go for it.
I don't believe that one fucking bit.
Damn.
I mean, even if we don't believe it.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. I clicked out of the Concordis general face.
Nobody ever brings up the fucking triple D dash
Alan?
in pre-game, huh?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Everyone pops online
Gross.
all at once.
Is that Tolov?
Wait.
Don't point at me. Wait.
Hmm.
Would you like to also make an insight check, Isaiah?
That's just a 6. My fault, y'all.
Just a 6. Okay.
Where's my +3? Do I get something? I get something special. I do insight.
There's...
No, I'm not gonna use a key point on that shit.
There's like a pause and a breath recollecting this, but it doesn't seem like one to think or come up with anything. More just seems like how much.
Iron doesn't say anything, but he does begin to stare at him more intensely.
Yeah. Like, I've been on a boat ever since I was young. And at some point there, my parents are kind of out of the picture. But other than that, just been around.
That's fair.
Been a part of the pirate life for a while. It's, but you know, it's how things go. I'm out of it now. And I'm pursuing a different career.
So, when you say you sort of forget where you're from, does that mean you don't know the reason for, let's say, your adaptations?
No, I know my parents. I mean, one of my parents was just an Aarakocra, and my other one was. Oh God, I actually don't remember my mom that much. I think she was an elf. I think she was an elf. But I mean, other than that, I'm half Aarakocra, so. But what I mean by that is I was my first memory was on a boat, and I don't know what city I was born, what continent I was born on. For all I know, I could have been born on the boat. Boat baby.
Oh baby.
But your parents were with you.
For a short period of time, I don't really remember them that much either.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's. I didn't know my parents either. It's not.
Sorry, I didn't mean to delve
you're-
into that word.
You're fine.
It's.
It's
Some people just.
I felt an obligation to my captain to stay with him for as long as I did because I grew up on a boat and was really young, and it kind of became my parental figure. But after a certain while, I just kind of stopped wanting to do the pirate stuff, and that wasn't really in the cards, so I left without saying anything.
Captain out there still doing it now?
Probably.
How do you feel about that?
Hmm. They can do what they want. Not
You
really
know
my
that
business
name.
anymore. Yeah. I mean, I do know his name. He's not worth it to pursue.
No, it's just that we've had our run-ins with pirates before. Be a crazy coincidence.
Um. I doubt you've probably met them.
Okay, I'll throw the name that we know.
Sure, yeah. You throw your pirate friends' names out with me.
Krenokaz.
No.
No,
Yeah, that's a wild fucking name.
that is a wild name. Let's see. Well, there was Rav. Was Rav a pirate or was Rav just a sailor? She was never clear on that with me.
I don't know. She knew Phil, and he was pirate, so I just kind of think she was pirate too.
What was that pirate ship that Fennel was always like obsessed with and like researching all the time, and scared was going to come
I don't know.
kill
That's
him
his
or
business.
whatever?
The Blue Death.
Yes, that one for sure.
The
The
ghost
Blue
of
Death.
the ghost of the Red Death? No, my
Oh,
ship
yeah.
captain was not the captain of the ghost of the Red Death.
Just, hey, you know, we don't know.
I
We
was
don't know where she comes
now.
from.
I guess I say okay. Was it Krenokaz? Wasn't I think we've gone through all the pirates that we've met.
Hmm.
Unless we count. Were the Blue Rollers pirates?
They're
Oh,
pirates, yeah.
Fuck ass was a pirate.
The one that I
fuck ass.
the one that I bully.
Not
Yeah.
fuck ass.
I don't know if
Fuck
fuck
ass.
ass. I know the Blue Rollers, not my captain.
His name was
Droll.
His name is Farkas.
I know
Droll
that one. Droll is a pirate, I think.
was a pirate. This is correct. Well, he was a pirate, but he wasn't a captain because he was underneath Farkas or fuck ass.
I didn't know this. He showed up and was
I've heard the name Droll
piratey.
before.
What?
He was quite notorious.
He was
He was
this
notorious?
he was this like ship hand for well I mean obviously being pirates we usually rob from each other. And we tried to rob this boat with some captain, I can't remember his name. But there was this horrifying beast of a turtle on that ship.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
that was our good friend.
That sounds about right.
He
May
fucked
he
us
rest
up.
in peace.
He fucked us up.
Don't worry, he fucked me up too the first time we met him.
It's like
He
from
kind
hell
of
or
like
something.
he kind of like picks you up, right, and then you're just kind of done.
He's in hell, is that what you said?
I think he's from hell. He
He's
looks
not
From
like it.
hell?
He's not from hell. He's my best friend. I know him very well. He's not from hell.
He's not from.
Why is he from hell?
Do you
He's
remember
not.
how he looked like the last time we saw him?
He looked like Droll. Okay?
Oh, yes, for sure. That's
He
what
might have
Troll
looked like he
always
was
looked
from
like.
hell to you, but
That's
you don't know him like I know him.
That's what Troll always looked like, Anthony.
Yes. You don't know my real form. You think I always look like this?
Should I be worried or
You know what?
I don't even know.
I'm
Oh, I
worried.
am.
So, wait, back it up, Refty.
What?
This is not your true form. This is not what you look like.
Well, some of it is.
Wait,
some of it? What?
wait. What? The Star Wars. What?
I'm not
What?
going to elaborate. No, I think
Okay.
I think you should.
You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna sit back.
I will say, if we're both, and by both I mean your group and me, if we're both going to be going to the ruins to look at this curse. Do you just want to team up or something?
It's not a bad idea.
Works for me.
No, let's actually just stand right next to each other and not talk.
I was gonna say that's pretty much what it's just gonna end up being if we don't team up, but I didn't want to like put that on the pressure of
Well,
us
the
working
ruins are probably going to be a good starting place.
together. Yeah.
The curse probably has to be attached to a place. Unless we want
Usually
to walk
attached
out.
to a place or thing or an event. Might have to
So,
cleanse of some energy or something.
Yeah, probably. I feel like
From what
it's
I've read,
very,
anyway.
very
I've never actually
simplifying.
cleansed the curse.
It's actually what I'm reading right now. He puts up his book. It's just a book about like the occult.
Mm. Yeah. The ruins are probably a good place, and it saves us from
Calm
walking
down.
out into the middle of the dried up lake.
I mean, we
Which
might
I'm sure.
have to.
Oh, yeah, it saved us from doing it first.
I think we're gonna have to end up doing it no matter what.
What are you pointing at, Iron?
What is that book you were reading?
You just said it
Iron.
out loud.
It's about and he like starts flipping a few pages. It's just about rituals, cults, the undead, spirits, spiritual presence.
May I look at it?
Yeah. And he like slowly hands it to you.
I'm saying tired about dead.
Iron takes it
Screams
with
to
a
the void.
quickness.
Jesus, Ivan.
But Iron will like immediately.
Are
put it
you
up.
a fan of the occult?
No.
Oh,
Opposite, got ya.
so that just makes
Right.
it look really weird. that
No,
you just
I get
read
it.
the
If
book
you're
with
the opposite,
so-
you know.
This
But
is like this morbid curiosity here, Iron.
Yes.
Got it.
Iron will start turning pages.
Are any of you into the occult or like the eldritch? Maybe some old gods? I don't know.
Hell yeah!
You know, oh,
Hell yeah!
Root beer!
Oh, there! I know. I know
have
some
beef
fake
with one.
stuff, and I think that we've met one.
Mm.
Um,
no, you've met. You have met one.
I've met one. I've met a new and an old god.
Collectively, this group.
Wait. You've met an old god.
Yes, we've
Yes.
talked to him.
Yeah.
I feel like every time we say this, it really comes into view how fucking crazy it is.
Yeah, no, I mean it's pretty crazy.
It's
People
pretty
don't-
fucking batshit.
People don't just meet an old god. I've not met an old god, so
No, it really
It
doesn't.
turns out when you hike to the tallest spire in like the forever around you, there's a god up there.
Yeah, it's really, really
what a
hard.
description.
Really hard.
Are
to
you a
repeat
writer?
that one. Really hard to repeat that one, considering, yeah, he's dead now. So,
Well, he's dying.
No, I think we
That's
killed him.
no,
Very-
you did not kill him.
There's a
He
lot
was-
of back and
I
forth.
think he was on his last legs, and I think Rob like stomped the last breath out of his chest.
What?
I think explicitly from what I was told, Rob refused to kill him. Zephyr, the old god of the wind, is what we're talking about.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just sometimes I embellish.
I know about Zephyr.
You sometimes embellish, and that is all right. I'll remember that one. Caleb will remember that.
That's who I have beef with.
Sorry, what?
The Kraken. We have beef.
You have beef with the Kraken.
Yeah. She killed my entire clan, but missed me. So
We have beef.
Do you know why she killed your entire clan?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm
Did you
I'm
just
really
say
sorry to hear
God?
that.
Did you just
So
I've
say?
gotten used to it.
Did you just say God in response to? Do you know
No.
why she killed your entire family?
I said
God.
no.
Said no.
Okay. I was like, I've probably had the most normal experience of my mentors would have seminars and classes, but only really on one. I don't even really remember his name.
Do you know what he was the old god of?
Well, considering the whole thing was about dragons,
Okay,
I
so
assume
yeah,
I'm not the best study.
it's
What about that old?
his name
How
was
about that old guy in the hut?
old guy in a hut. I don't think there's any old
No,
gods of a hut.
no, you're thinking of because you found a stone that he called the Eye of Bahamut, but it's not that. And you met the old god of wisdom,
Yeah, we met that guy.
Hmm. Right. Okay.
which was told to you by the trader. God, maybe I do pass these tests, especially if they're multiple choice.
Well, I mean,
I think I found out.
they're not really worshipped anymore, but they're interesting, so I know a little bit about them.
God, I just
Yeah, they seem to find us quite a bit. So
Yeah, especially the fact that you talked about the Kraken, the Draken, and Zephyr. That's like
yeah,
Oh, wait.
three of the.
The Obsidian Stag. Put that one in there too. That one I've
yeah,
met.
she's nice.
Okay.
I just follow Zaishiel.
Right.
Um,
Never met him though.
Yeah, it's not really common for people to meet old gods either, but
stick
Here we
around
are.
us long enough, and you might see one.
Where did you get this book?
it was probably one of the plunders that the pirate ship did.
Once one of them talk to you, it kind of opens the floodgate to their
You know what?
presence.
Reading about them, it kind of does seem that way. It's almost like interacting with these creatures of ancient standing have a scent to them or something like
Mm,
that in the
I
most
got.
basic of a sense. They don't
Oh,
actually
but
smell, but like
Isaiah,
a
you are
scent.
fucked.
And when you interact with them, it makes you more noticeable. I think that's why people who have met a creature like that are probably more likely to meet them again.
Oh, don't forget.
What if you didn't really want to meet them again though?
Yeah, Bethany is not the only one that has beef. Apparently,
I mean, you
there's
I
a
can.
don't have.
beef.
We don't have beef. We don't have
It's
beef.
you. There's a one-sided beef, and it's not on the side that you want it to be on. I say it's on. In fact, the side you don't want it
I
to
think
be
it's
on.
inappropriate to assume a god's feelings. Just saying.
For
I
who do you have beef with?
oh
I don't.
oh
We're not for sure. We're not certain.
oh no.
Uh,
We're not 100%, but it is
yeah. We're not
95,
It's
probably.
110%
No,
certain.
no.
can you just
Yeah.
say it?
94. Um,
Trask.
it's that one.
Remember the
Yeah.
earthquake? Remember the earthquake that happened
Oh
not too
no, I
long
felt
ago?
that. Yeah, I was an Onyrex at the
Oh,
time.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Looks over at I
Okay.
say.
Well,
But that wasn't my
congratulations.
fault.
You guys kind of completed the set. The Tarask, the Kraken, Zephyr, and the Draken are all they're like the four God, what do they call them?
We haven't met
They're
the
called
dragon.
oh, I can't remember what they're called, but they're 4 siblings. They were the first.
Mm-hmm.
They were the 4 first of the old gods.
Well, we haven't met the dragon. It's
well,
kind of
no,
hard,
but I mean,
considering
if
he's...
you've had some association, I'm just saying it's kind of cool that you guys have sort of checked off the main 4. They're like, well, they're earth, wind, and water, and then the dragon is the one. Dragons in the olden days,
do all of them.
They could traverse any. They could go in the skies, they could walk around, and they could swim and breathe water and things like that.
Mm.
There's oddly no old god of fire. So that whole 4 elements thing, not really a...
Oh, right, because the dragon had access to everything. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we ever... I think there was a vague association to not necessarily like a deity, but like a mythic being on the fire plane that I had an association with, but I'm not for certain. If you don't remember that, then it's very possible I'm fabricating that.
I'm thinking. I don't believe so. You could be thinking of the Phoenix from your campaign with
I'm like, it's
Michael, but
like kind of, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel the same.
no, it doesn't. I
don't know.
get the same vague feeling, but
Would there have been any sort of like deific thing in the fire plan?
do you know what? I do remember. And you're gonna lose your shit, but it is Argana.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot.
Oh,
It's Argana.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're probably freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
How about this? You didn't realize that until you're thinking about this all night.
Until right now.
You're like, Argana, I read about her in a book.
Until
And then
we
you
started
realize, she's
talking
kind of
about
like
all the
a
gods.
deity to the fire plane. I forgot.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Which one? Considering
Hey, you want to add another one to the list?
Oh, I would love to add another one to the list. Not really.
It's not. I guess it's not like it doesn't. It's not like technically. More just for me, I suppose.
Okay.
I can't believe I forgot about this.
Mm.
It's hard to forget, but the dragon that blew us all up.
Oh. Yeah. Is she?
She's. I don't think that they call her Argana, but I think it's Argana. I think it's Argana.
Argana, the dragon.
Baroness of Ruin.
Yes, that one.
Bearer of Ruin.
Is it Baron? I could have. Baroness sounds fucking badass.
Bearer.
I'm saying Baroness sounds.
I know, but
badass.
it sounded like you said Baron, as if I was instead of saying Baroness, Baron. But no.
Yeah.
Bearer of Ruin, Bearer of Death, Bearer of Ash, Bearer of Sorry, let me go find my lovely little.
All of those ones.
You know what? This is because Austin has something in his fucking campaign that has Baroness in it.
Bearer of Ruin, of Dread, of Ash, of Death, the Red Lady.
Yes, we never. That's right. We never really spoke about her as like Argana. It was always like
the crazy.
It's always it's this force that's the bearer of death. It's gonna come to you. It's the bearer of ash. It's going to turn your bones to dust.
I mean, yeah. When powerful creatures like that die, people tend to worship them as like greater
she's not
forces.
Dead.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna drop that bombshell.
Well, I mean, I figured if we're telling about the Lord of the Land, might as well tell about Argana.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, she's in Glassridge right now.
Okay.
Yeah, don't go there.
So,
heads up, don't go to Glassridge right now. Bad news.
Yeah.
Fun fact. There
She
are
hates her
some.
guts.
There are some cards that we hold closer to the chest than others.
Tom seems chill. I don't know what you want.
It's like tucking his tongue between his like gum and teeth, and
So I'm never letting you go into a bar
I trust
by
you
yourself.
implicitly.
That is crazy.
I'm happy to hear that.
Fair, but
I'm just kind of so like.
yep. You know what?
That
It's
is a
out there.
huge problem for like a majority of the world. I mean, to be
Yep.
fair, we're a lot stronger than we were 400 years ago, just as a, as a people.
But then you
So
gotta
I
think
think she might be stronger.
she's also had 400 years of prep time.
Didn't she have? What was okay? So there's these special rocks that you guys were fucking with. Like you've been. I've heard everyone talking about them. Didn't she have
Oh.
one or something? That she wanted one. Tried to take one from us.
Okay. Austin speaking here.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that you should know this because you had it.
Yeah.
You had the fire opal,
Yeah.
not a remnant.
I don't know.
I do not believe that she had a remnant.
Okay.
Talon could definitely correct me and tell me I'm wrong, but Talon will never do that. Because Talon hates me. But
I don't know if I want this guy to get the full picture.
well,
So yeah.
I don't believe she never was stated to have a remnant,
No,
Okay.
as far as I know.
she wasn't.
But the thing we gave her
Was a
the fire opal, which
which has a strong connection to the plane of
into
fire.
the fire. Yes. But we are out collecting remnants, which are a wholly different magical rock than
Which I'm thinking the fire
maybe
opal would
not
have acted as like a pseudo
philosopher's stone.
for her.
Maybe
Like
or
something like that. Maybe not. Maybe
or it's
not
just
like
like
to
a
the
really
extent.
strong like spell focus.
Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, to
I
be
don't know.
fair, that's kind of what remnants are too.
Oh,
When
This is theory crafting time.
when we fought Argana, was she an ancient dragon or an adult one?
Dude, she is. I don't even think that's a question.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
no,
She
that's
was
completely
weakened,
fair.
right?
That's completely fair to ask. Make a history check. You
Fuck yeah!
get advantage
goated
because
at these.
you are a person that is well versed in the history of.
This is literally my
Farah.
job.
Wait.
This is literally my job.
Oh well, I was gonna be like, do I have?
Oh my god,
Doesn't matter.
it's huge.
It's huge.
That's a
Is it
28.
huge?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Where's my?
I feel
hope to
like-
God that I have it in my notes.
This
Because
is
I've
where we talk about
I've
this
written it
stuff to
physically
random
somewhere,
people.
but just give me a second.
Brain blast.
Give me a second. Okay.
You're not referencing Jimmy Neutron in the big year of 2025.
He rolled a 28. What, am I not? Am I supposed to not say think brain blast?
As his head grows, and along too does the widow's peak and the fucking massive brain that Jimmy Neutron has.
When Argana raged against Concordis and caused the Purge of Fire, she was classified as a young adult dragon, freshly adult. Since then,
That's crazy.
it has been 400 years.
Okay.
If she was around a young adult dragon age, she would have been around almost 400.
So
400 years, she's probably almost around 800, and dragons are considered ancient once they pass that 800 threshold.
Oh, okay. So like freshly ancient.
If
Freshly ancient.
either
is fucking-
either she is just on the cusp or she is freshly ancient.
Okay.
Oh,
And maybe this is
that's-
something that she needed to push herself over the edge.
Maybe.
And we handed it to her.
And we gave it
Which
to her,
is-
and now she's gonna
Which,
tell everyone.
like to
What
be
the fuck?
to be Frank, I'm not gonna say to be fair. We kind of just do that.
Dude, we're
Listen,
gonna
guys,
love
I'm not
when-
gonna front with you. I honeypotted your ass.
Look, I'm gonna be real too. We just have a history, specifically me. I'm gonna be real. I'm saying
mean,
we
you
to
guys as
cover
people are
my
trusted.
ass.
And I respect that.
What?
I'm saying we to cover my ass. I've given away information to the Lord of Alurin.
Sorry, what?
I've
What?
Okay.
What is you honeypotted us? What does that mean?
Honeypotting means to use charm and or sexual appeal to get you to do something, especially in terms of political goals or like things of gaining power or things like that, or yeah, basically getting you to do what someone wants.
Yeah.
Argana's fine as fuck. I don't.
Say
See,
again.
this is why
I
this
was-
is
I
it's
was
important to
for-
talk about these things with Tom, is because we come to new revelations.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, if Argana is alive,
And she's now an ancient dragon, by the way. Probably.
I have no reason not to believe you. Telling other people that might be a little hard.
Oh, for sure. Which is why, like, we need to
Why
do
we
the
have to
full
do
curse
something.
thing.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna stop the cart so I can go take a leak. I'm just gonna process all this while I'm gone. Yeah. And he like knocks on the cart, and he goes out to go piss. That's me cueing myself to go pee. So you guys can discuss.
I was gonna have Iron
Yeah.
follow him because Iron's a little sketched out
I mean,
by
you
him.
can.
I
if you
kind of-
want.
Follow him.
But if you guys want to talk while I'm gone, and then we.
I kind of
'Cause
trauma
he's
dumped
also
on that
doing
guy.
this.
You would okay, Isaiah.
I'm gonna trouble
We've
guy.
we've got to talk real quick about the word discretion.
We are out in the middle of the desert with Tom, and it's one of Tom and 5 of us.
Okay, yes, but here's my concern, right? My big concern. Tom, when not in earshot or eyeshot, goes and figures out that for one, Rethny and Mossburn have some of the biggest bounties on any continent. For two, now alerts Argana, who he knows is alive and in Glassbridge, to the location of you guys because you guys are alive when she thinks you're dead. Which, again, Cat's gonna be out of the bag when we solve this anyways. But Argana isn't going to want to attack you when you are in a political affair.
We'll just kill him then.
We should just
Okay.
kill these fucking
So-
people.
If
So-
he tries to do something like that, then we just kill him.
Isaac, I'm not talking about when he's with us. I'm talking about once we don't have control over
Then
those
keep an eye on him or something.
for the rest of his life.
Not for the rest of his life, but like until we at least finish this thing.
I don't think. Okay. How long do you think this is going to take
To break the curse?
for the Lord of Alone?
Oh, for the Lord of Alert? I don't think we need to keep it secret for the Lord of Alert. I think we just break the
thought-
curse and then we can do it.
Well, we have to tell the Lord of Solent, and then we have to go to Honorex and get the Lord of Honorex on our side as well.
Okay, well then we just convince. He seems well enough adjusted. We can just convince him to join our cause. He seems well adapted. I think he
Oh.
wants to.
Have you? Okay. Well, you ask him. See how that goes. Also, we're not killing him.
Obviously.
Is Iron in the cart?
No,
Is Iron in earshot?
no.
Look,
Iron deadass got up and followed him out of the cart.
Okay.
since Iron isn't in here, we should avoid killing where possible.
Again, obviously.
Yeah.
But
It's just
I also know at the end of the day, sometimes that is a very good solution.
it
What?
does nothing, sweetheart. Go
I'm kidding,
play.
I'm kidding.
Iron, you follow.
Yep.
Are you doing this stealthily?
Yes.
Roll me a
Play
stealth
with you.
check.
Fuck!
Bro, are you trying to peeping Tom him while he pissing?
No, I'm not trying to peep. Girl.
You're trying to
What are you
Peeping
doing then? He said he needed
Iron
to
doesn't
piss.
trust him.
peeping Tom him.
He's pissing. Shit, let him
And his-
piss.
And his name
Dude,
is
if you whip his dick out, you
Tom.
need to leave.
Huh?
If he
If
to
he
paraphrase,
whip
if
his
he whip
dick
his
out,
dick
you
out,
need to leave.
you need to leave.
You
Okay.
don't get to stay.
Look.
No, girl, I'm just gonna stand there and stare.
Do
Are you-
it, do
on?
it. Hey, everyone,
Hey.
let Iron.
Wait.
Oh yeah,
Everyone,
fine. Yeah.
shush.
Can I put one more
Do
worm
your
in?
thing.
No.
Into the- It's a funny one.
That's what the text channel's for.
That's what the text shell's for.
So that's a 3.
Okay.
Remember what Servant Lear did. Servant Lear would whip his dick out just to make sure you're not looking.
Tom Rose walks out a considerable ways from the cart. It's like probably 15 feet. You exit the cart as well, as quietly as you can, and it does sort of rock, like that. But then you take a step down, and you go around the cart, and you just peer behind it. You hold yourself behind that corner. And Tom Rose begins to, do the thing you do when you are getting ready to piss, and then he stops, turns around. Is there something you need?
Sorry, Levi is embarrassed.
Are
of
you
this
just
situation.
are you hiding behind the corner of the cart?
No. I also have to pee, and I didn't know if you were peeing on that side, so I
roll
was
me a
just checking.
deception check, Iron.
Oh my god.
Please
This
tell me you're
is-
bad at these.
You are like the creepiest motherfucker on the planet.
I got a
right
plus
now.
7. I got a plus 7 to that bitch.
Hit me with it.
Oh, please roll a 2.
No.
Don't say that shit.
No, because I would. Oh,
It's a
thank God. I would-
12. There's a 2
12.
in there.
14, 17,
19.
19.
I think
Hey,
it was in or the second.
I do simple math all the time on my hands. I can't be judging.
He goes, "Oh, yeah, I mean, feel free to yeah." And then he turns around and he begins to piss as well.
Iron like very quickly turns and like presses his back up against the
That happens as both fucking Caleb and Isaac stick their heads out. So look at you.
Iron is just standing there now. Like his face is flushed and he's just like and then
Get back in the cart.
Get
Iron-
back in
Iron like
the
with his head down like quickly comes up and just goes, I don't trust him. I don't know.
Okay.
We have now given him so much information. He
Tom
could
Rose is like walking back to the. You just hear the of walking.
and Iron
out
just
the
stops.
The way I'm so sorry. The way that Kay said "get back in here" reminds me of the. I'm gonna need you to clock out.
I'm gonna let you clock out. And Tom Rose stands beside the cart. Did you go yet?
Yeah.
Are we ready? Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm
Oh
quick.
my
I'm quick.
I'm
That's
okay. You know,
Yeah.
He's saying.
Tom Rose enters the cart, knocks on the cart, and you guys lurch
This is
forward
like
again.
out of all of the
Literally-
information that we have divulged onto this person, Iron, I think that one might have been the only one where I'm like, all right, we've just straight up pressed on into
Iron
weird.
literally did what girls do when they go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
go in a group.
they go in a group,
Yep.
and some just stay out and watch.
I love saying
Iron
that
was
Iron's
fixing his
quick as
fucking lipstick in the bathroom.
Yup.
Yep.
because Iron is a penis haver and me, Levi. No penis, so I don't know how quick penises pee. I'm just going to assume.
I don't know.
I mean, like, sure, you can have a quick piss.
I feel like it's only different in the amount of time because you stand up.
Why are we talking about pissing? It ain't that deep.
To describe yourself as
If
a
you're a
quick
penis haver
pisser is odd.
if you're standing up while you piss, sit down.
Sit down.
So
Wild.
wait, in any context, I'm just gonna sit down in the fucking urinal.
Don't use a urinal. Use the
Don't-
stall. Sit down in the stall. You don't need to be using that urinal.
What if I'm outside? Like fucking
Sit
Tom, did Tom
down!
just go Tom just
Squat,
go
bitch!
sit-
Stick in the dirt.
Did Tom just go sit down?
Be sitting down and wipe your dick. That's bathroom etiquette for penis havers. Sit down,
Yup.
wipe your dick.
Yup.
Oh
You don't
my
do that, you
God.
got
That
pee-pee dick.
shit. No shaking it.
You
No
got
shaking
pee-pee
it.
dick.
I mean,
Wipe
shit,
it.
shake it if you want. Wipe it afterwards, too.
Don't fucking shake it. You're gonna get fucking piss droplets all over the goddamn bathroom.
I'm not talking about fucking flanging that thing like a goddamn, like a goddamn
sorry.
silly
Man.
tube.
No, because I grew up with two brothers and they were in fact doing that shit.
Yeah, I
Don't
know. Trust me,
fucking-
I understand. But I'm talking about a quick flick down, and you don't do
Please,
it. You
can we
don't
stop
do
talking
it.
about piss?
You don't
I've had
do it.
enough.
You don't do it
Oh, have you? Have you
without
had
a
enough?
paper towel or a toilet
had
paper
enough.
right there. Did anyone ever
sound so
notice? Has
desperate,
anyone ever
Holland.
noticed that? Hold on, I just figured this out. Paper towel, PT. Toilet paper, TP. What's going on with that?
So I'm feeling myself
For
later.
sure. For sure, dude.
Okay,
We
the cart
are
begins to
the-
move forward.
okay.
Must
As the
put his little
wheels
fucking
push through the
pants, please.
sand. Is there anything else you guys would like to conversate about in this carriage?
Oh, me and Tom yapping for sure.
All right.
Iron is just staring at Tom. What's that smell?
You-
Oh, okay.
No!
Iron doesn't say that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was about to be like right after the conversation.
Michael's
of piss,
cooking
that's what you're
upstairs
gonna
or downstairs for you. If, might be that.
Okay, I just smelled
Oh my
burning, and I was like,
I mean, it could be the burner.
The
Actually.
tater tot again.
Um.
God.
don't. I got more flashbacks.
Can I get my book back?
Oh. Yeah, sorry. And Iron almost as a last kind of thing, open a page randomly and look at it, and then look a little disappointed, then close and hand it back.
Are you looking for
As
something
it's
in particular, Iron?
Just something I saw in passing one day, and I was curious about. I mean, I didn't grow up with the occult.
as it is past, I looked at the binding and the title. Is it a book I've read before?
No. It's not.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it. I've read so many books there.
I know you to be religious, Iron, but this is just curiosity. You don't have to entertain this. But what drove this curiosity?
The mentor that when we did our bonding circle, the mentor that I was possibly, I'm just by assumption, maybe a part of an occult or some group. I'm
Verk.
not honestly quite sure.
Wait, are we talking about Verk?
No,
No.
this was a mentor of mine. I was still living in Lullet.
Oh. Okay.
It was just a curiosity. It was old magic I didn't know about or that he used, and I was just curious.
Is that why you looked disappointed when I said I couldn't use magic?
No, I just like meeting people that are also sorcerers and enjoy. I don't know. I have a hard time enjoying magic or using it now. So there's a.
No,
I suppose all the time, and you've never talked to me about magic.
you'd hate where I come from too, to be fair.
Just side eyes.
Well,
In-
I mean, it's no help, but it's been quite a few times when magic saved my life. So
Pretty useful tool.
No, I know it's useful and I know quite a lot of it. It's just leaves a bad taste in my mouth now that I was taught magic by someone who was only grooming me to do bad things. So, anyways, that's why I was looking at the book. We don't have to keep talking about it now.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, understandable. We should probably get some rest while the carriage is traveling through the night. Should be there by next dusk.
Probably.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Everyone just go to rest.
Rest.
CPM.
Yum.
All right.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
As the night passes into the day, it's a dry heat. You're hitting the actual thick of the desert now as you head towards this barren lake. This dry heat. It's sort of familiar, a little bit. Out here, just past where the river bends and the grass grows, it is arid. And without a lake to keep it green, to keep it cool, it's quite evident that Solent is mostly a barren wasteland. And by time the sun begins to set, the cart arrives, the ruins of a village. 500 feet out, the carriage stops. Alright, carriage doesn't go any further. You can get out here.
I step out of the cart and kind of reach into my bag and pull out a small notebook. And instinctually, I hold it in my left, the human arm, and I take out a pin in my right. And then I realize that this arm no longer is able to do what it once was in terms of fine motor skills. And I swap hands and I start sketching the town and the lake with the setting sun in the back.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Let's see. Gonna roll that. So 17 plus 5.
Nice. You've been getting used to writing with your other hand, and well, you're not an artist. It's a pretty good sketch. You get the vibe.
Well, I will say is that Caleb for years has been making maps. That was his old trade back in the old party. Was he would draw the maps and stuff like that. So he's used to landscape art. But
Yeah, I would say it's good structurally. It's just not very
detailed
or just
Mm-hmm.
it's lacking a sort of artistic sense.
Mm-hmm. Very utilitarian.
Mm-hmm. Tom Rose gets out of the carriage. Well, we ready?
Yeah, I guess. Where are we going?
To the ruins.
Do
Technically
you know
this
where they are?
just ahead.
Oh,
If I remember correctly, this place was called Heart Lake Village. The actual lake itself was called Heart Lake.
Hmm.
Well, nothing else to do but go forward, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
And so you guys start taking steps, 500 feet, till you reach the ruins
be on the
of an old
lookout for
village.
ghosts.
Cut the
I'm just saying, like, we're just going
It's
to the
probably for
cursed.
the best. I don't know what shit's gonna pop up here.
Actually, yeah, Isaiah, you joke.
We're going to the cursed, ruined town. There's going to be ghosts here.
I mean, it's not. It's not unlikely. Talent, how? Can I get a percentage scale of how likely this is that this town might have ghosts?
Girl,
Girl.
Girl.
figure that out for your damn self. You're at the village now.
All right, 60-40. That's the odds. The odds split I think we're working with. 60. There's a 60% chance of ghost in your area today.
Before you, covered in dust and sand, are the rubbles of a village that was once actually not too small. It was a sizable town with a lot of buildings. It seems just from the sight of it that this place was a settlement. It was a place that had life dancing across it. And now, cracked stone, wind-swept sand, and, in some cases, very, very dry bones decorate this place and dance on it now. The bramble of green life once had encroaches on a lot of the buildings. Safe to assume that as the lake was drying up, the village had already long been forsaken, and any nature that had come to retake its place had dried out too. In all sense of the world, in all sense of the word, this place is abandoned, and this place is dead. What would you all like to do in the face of this rubble and ruin?
All right. I guess we probably just start picking through houses or something. Try to find something that might connect to where we can find where this happened, like why this happened, or maybe we just piss something off.
All right. So, what I'll have you guys do is that each one of you can claim one skill check to use in figuring out whatever may have happened to you. Tell me which skill check you're using, and then you use it. But once that skill check is used, it can't be used by another person. figure out the situation.
What are those skill checks?
It's like, it's like sleight of hand or acrobatics or any of those things.
Shelter, yeah. I'm investigating.
Using investigation? Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait, let me look at my shit real fast. Yeah, investigation, because I have a shit ton of... Well, I could do a history check here.
I might.
I'll do history.
Alright.
Oh.
What's your history, Isaiah?
10.
Plus 10?
Well, never mind. I'll do investigation.
What's your investigation, Anthony?
My investigation's a +5.
Okay.
And I have, like, that little A thing beside it.
Oh, so advantage? Oh, yes, because you have your fucking goggles. I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Alright, slay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I love
I'll
it when Rusty has, like, the smoker accent now. Oh god, the sands have changed her.
I'll
Caleb?
take survival.
Okay.
I'll take stealth. I've got a +11 in that.
Interesting. How are you going to use stealth to investigate
know.
this place?
I'm gonna hold on to that.
No, you can use it for sure. For you know, roleplay sake, I like to hear how that skill pertains.
Sneaking around.
Sneaking
I'm
around.
like breaking into old houses that have been long abandoned.
Okay.
No, this one's fair.
Using your B&E experience.
Your B&E experience.
You're using your sneak to sort of navigate around tight corners and spaces to get into places that can't easily be accessed. I respect that. I
This is
respect
fair.
that.
Yeah.
Aaron, what you rocking?
Elaborate. What do you mean? What?
Girl, I just elaborated this
Oh,
whole
my
scene.
Girl.
What skill
Girl.
do you want to use to investigate this place, and what mystery might be afoot? Can't use any ones that have been said before.
So some good ones that are still available. Arcana, if you have a good Arcana score, would be big here.
I said I was just thinking that, girl.
Religion, maybe, if we're looking for
Religion.
ghosts.
I have a
Religion
plus.
might be big.
I have a +4 to both Arcana and Religion. I think realistically, he would probably go with Arcana, so that's what I will do.
Okay.
What's your plus to Arcana?
+4.
Mine's a +8.
Damn.
But you are already going.
I know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Investigation.
So you can. So yeah, Rethny, you can either go with your +8 in Arcana, or you can go with your +5 in Investigation, but you have advantage.
Yeah. Oh my god, the choices.
The choices.
The choices. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm looking at my like pluses on everything. Why is Monster built to be like
You're
a
a
little
bard.
shit? Jesus
Bards are the
Christ.
skill monkeys.
You are a bard.
Yeah.
You could have picked almost any skill in
And
there,
you'd
and
be
you
like
probably
at
would
least
have
decent
okay.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have half proficiencies and everything at this level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
Uh,
with investigation.
You're gonna keep Investigation, okay, and you're gonna go with Arcana, Aaron.
Yes. Sorry.
All right. Tom Rose will go with Religion.
Nice.
All right.
We've
Everybody,
come
make
Yeah.
your rolls.
Okay, not bad. 18.
Oh,
I got a 17. That could have been better.
21. 17 plus 4.
I'm gonna put mine down.
Okay. Everybody keep. Yeah. I was about to say, everyone keep your numbers because it's gonna take a second for me to get through all of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go piss while this is happening.
Gotcha.
So Aaron's not going first.
That's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure. Leave is gonna take 10 years to go piss. So.
Okay.
Oh. Uh-oh. It's happening. Live on camera.
Oh my god, the abuse!
Abuse. Aw, so gentle.
I thought you meant to put your finger up to your cheek.
What'd you get, Gray?
I got 22.
22. Okay.
I'm writing it down.
Thank you. All right. Oh yeah, sorry, I have to roll for Tom Ross.
Let's see what he gets live on camera.
Sick.
All right. Maybe we should have looked away, but Talon. What?
Let's start with you, Caleb.
All right.
The skill you chose was, once again,
Survival.
survival. And you got a
18.
18. An 18 in survival.
I'm looking for animal tracks, things that would indicate if there are any signs of life in the area, or if this is like a curse that drives out everything.
And that is exactly what you don't find, which is scary. There's not a sign of bugs. There's not a sign of small critters. There's not a sign of big creatures of any kind. Nothing makes its home here in what would obviously be some predetermined shelter. There is no natural life of, even desert plantation, not plantations, Jesus Christ. Desert plants. There's no sign of anything living besides you guys here. On top of that, with survival, you also get a sense of how some of these people lived. Because you can see the structures of the homes and all that. It was simple living here. You had a home that protected you from the weather. There was, a place to hold your food, a place to make food, and a communal space, usually in each home, which usually means that there was connections.
They're doing okay.
They're making connections. It's not just about survival in this place. It's about living.
Something I'm looking at the houses for. Was there any sort of system that kind of is this made of out of adobe? Is this made just purely out of wood structuring that's rotting?
These structures are made out of stone.
Okay.
And the stone has since been either weathered down or broken through force.
Okay.
Isaiah, you rolled for history and got
I did. 19.
19. Village out here in the sands. Must have been a very, very long time ago, obviously. And you're sort of sorting through the books you've read in your mind. You know Vera. You've read a lot about Vera. Heart Lake Village was probably mentioned only once. What you've read certainly led you to believe that this place was a place of community, of love. This place, just like any other village, had a sense of self about it. But especially here, it was almost a tighter bond. People out here grew together, and since it was so tight-knit and not small, but, still on the smaller side, everyone who lived here knew each other. And the sense of warmth is evident for a place in the sands. But you also know of a slightly colder, darker side to this village. Something about here certainly was wrong. almost occultish in a way. Even before it all dried out. Iron, you rolled for
Yes.
Arcana.
Yep, and I got a 21, 17 plus 4.
21. You're studying these ruins. And you're looking for things that involve using spells, using magic. There is always a sign that magic was there. Or an intention was there to use it. And at first you're just seeing homes that were reduced to rubble, and obviously what has happened and occurred to this place may just well be arcane, but there's nothing arcane about this village. Until you enter a home. And that home has this small, sort of broken, not hatch, not a hole, but it certainly was once a pathway. And you duck under it for a second, and you can't really fully get in there. But inside, you see something that frankly almost triggers you, in a sense. Similar to how you once walked in on your mentor, spouting words, darkened eyes, and a dark presence. Inside this room are scratchings and markings fit for a ritual, with things in bowls that you can't exactly recount, but the bowls themselves are ornate. And this is certainly magical sigils on the wall. Mosfrin, you rolled stealth, and you got a
I got a 17.
17. Ducking through a lot of these areas, you really only find places that are just more worn down and fit with sand and dust. At some point, you pass by Iron and see that he's trying to get into a spot. And you duck under there, and you find pretty much these bowls of components that are for spells and for magic. And you pass them to Iron, and he can begin to inspect them. You carry on. You dip through rooms and such. And eventually you go into this house. And you duck into this almost completely collapsed area. As you crawl through it. This was definitely once a room, a bedroom of some kind. And then you see, almost preserved in perfect condition due to the entire place around it just being collapsed, a doll. This was certainly a kid's bedroom. And that's only confirmed by the small bones that you see in the other corner. And on the wall are children's drawings. Some of them seem very happy. Definitely this child and their parents. Definitely this kid and their wonderful imagination of the things they want to achieve. They want to become, a hero of some kind, an adventurer, slaying dragons, finding treasure. And then you find a drawing of like a stormy day. It's dark, the clouds are billowing over the home, and the child is like having a fun day inside with their parents. And then the next drawing after that is completely wreathed in shadow. The child looks very scared. And there's almost a presence in the darkness. As the parents are now in a different room with a red circle and all these crazy symbols. They're just scribbles, really, as a child can only imitate. And they're holding up a person towards this shadowed figure. Rethne, you rolled an investigation check. And you got a 22. Alright. You actually are digging into the rubble to find what may have been left behind. With your strong muscles, it's pretty easy to get past the large rocks. And getting past all the settlement and rubble and actually looking for things. There are books here. In languages that are definitely older, but you understand them all the same. Journals, diaries, and most of them are what's the word? They're certainly torn up and destroyed in some ways. But through the passages, you almost get a story.
Mm-hmm.
While this place was brimming with life and culture, there was a routine. Twice, every season, a day of darkness. To stave off that darkness, giving something up would have to occur. Not just anything, but almost a piece of themselves. A piece of the village itself. And for them, that very much meant sacrificing each other.
They're having live sacrifices here.
But soon, this demand to sacrifice became hungrier and hungrier. Soon it was past just twice a season. It became twice a month, twice a week, till eventually twice a day. Until the darkest day. And it's the last entry you can read. This person, terrified, holed up in their home. The darkest day after the village had already been bled dry. And everything around them was reduced to rubble. And just beneath where you found this book is that clawed, bony hand. Eventually you all coalesce with each other. And Tom Rose walks above this giant hill of rocks from the stones that had built these buildings. He stands on top of them and he's like huffing and puffing, and he closes his book. I found shit all. I'm so sorry.
You're okay. For sharing our findings. There is no life in this area. I mean, obviously the people are gone, but we're lacking even basic flora and fauna that would exist even without a giant lake here. Like, I mean, it is dead. Everything is dead here. There's no life.
I didn't really find anything out other than jogging my memory about some of the stories that I've read about this place. It was homely and nice. It sounds like a good place to be. Before, but there was also this sort of dark. I don't know how everything seemed all right, but like this weird undercurrent of maybe something else. I don't know. There's always weird undertones.
I found someone's diary.
Oh.
They were sacrificing.
Oh,
Like they
No,
were having sacrifices.
that
This-
probably would be that's a weird undertone.
I
What?
can
Oh, go ahead, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
I can back this claim up. Found multiple ruins, bowls filled with God knows what, and ruins upon ruins of incantations that I can't
Yeah.
read.
Yeah, they
But-
would just. They ended up. It ended up getting so, like like whatever it was ended up getting. I want to say hungrier. Like it
Oh.
just kept
Oh
wanting
boy.
more, and it ended
Okay.
up. That's why everything is gone.
So, what do you
What-
think is cursing this place? Like a demon?
I
Before
think they were
what
worshiping something.
what were they sacrificing?
I think it was people.
Other
think-
people?
I think it was other people. It
Iron,
might have started with livestock, but
from
from the sounds of it,
these tablets with a language you don't understand. Can you lead us to them? One of us might be able to read it.
yeah. If
Rethne
I can read this, I can probably read it.
I
This
found
is
like
True.
kids' pictures of it if y'all want something to look at before we get there.
Oh, that's
Okay.
super
Yeah.
creepy. All right, throw it at us, Moss Friend.
I mean, he's gonna pull out because he took most of the drawings off the wall. He did very like you can tell like they're roughed up from like time, but he was
Mhm.
very gentle taking them off the wall, and he passes them over to Caleb.
And I was in the bathroom for this bit. Can I get a quick
They
rundown
start
of
off nice. There are these
Mhm.
pictures about day-to-day life. You know, this child hanging out with their parents, having fun. You know, sort of nice, small, warm moments until eventually it falls into, you know, there's a stormy day outside and everyone has to, you know, come inside, and there's a night and everyone's having fun inside until the next one is stormier, and after that the storm almost has a presence within it, within the shadows. It feels like there is a figure there, and the child is in a corner terrified and frowning while there is adults, most likely their parents, holding up another person.
Oh, yep. There's the sacrificing.
Wow. Okay. Let's
The
go look
fact-
at these tablets.
The fact that a child had to see this.
Iron will quietly take to where the ruined bowls were.
This entrance to this next room is collapsed in, and probably wouldn't let most of you in other than Mossfern.
Time to turn into a bug.
Oh, actually a bad idea.
I turn into a bug.
Yeah, you shift into a bug. Just a little water beetle.
The loudest fucking ever wings of all time. Ever known to man.
Listen, I'm
I
gonna tell you
have
something
tiny
right now.
glasses
Stink
on.
bugs / seed bugs
Ugh.
are loud as fuck when they fly.
I fucking hate them. I hate them so much.
And they walk so slow. And then suddenly they start fucking ramping up at you, and you're like,
It sounds like a motorboat.
Where is it? Where is it?
It sounds like a motorboat is coming at you.
Yeah.
It's
Literally.
it's where is it? It really affects me because I'm right on the lake, and so it's like, oh, all right. So who is driving their motorboat into the dock? I hear it.
Rethny,
How
inside,
big?
you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're all good. Inside, you 100% can tell that these scribbles, these markings in this ancient circle, are the symbols that you've seen in the Sky Temple.
Oh god. You just see the bug frown.
We are so in over our heads again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Can I I'm Rethny memorizes.
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
in there.
You can memorize the symbols.
With how much you're
And
fucking
when I
translating
come
this
back
shit.
out,
I'll just try to draw them out.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn
you can
into
also-
regular Rethny.
I'll just draw them out. Like I'm in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna whip out my fucking thingy that I made.
Yeah, essentially the whole thing is it's not really actually a spell. It's more so
Is it just like the words like with intent on the wall?
it is certainly with intent. It's less casting a spell using a body as its like component. It is a spell to call something to here.
Oh.
Can I recognize what they were calling?
It seems to say that it's hard. It's not using any literal names. It's not using any like
Can I use context clues?
that's what I'm trying to determine. It is saying the it basically just says like the Dark One.
The Dark One.
Come hither and, heed our call, take our sacrifice, take our gift.
Okay. Okay. Is there any more places with this type of shit around?
Okay.
There's round out what the thing is called.
Most cases I would be like, just tell us outright, but maybe not in the room that has
I probably
crazy
don't need to say.
I think
on
unless you're
Say
I think
three
unless
times in the mirror.
I think unless you're speaking the language that it's written in, you should be fine. I mean, most rituals like this are meant to be said with intent. And I think if you're lacking the intent,
Yeah.
What's the language?
So basically, they are sacrificing.
Yep.
They are basically they're calling upon someone is what they're doing. So they're
Okay.
like, and
Do we
they
have
call it the Dark One.
the Dark One? Cool.
Cool.
So, all right, new one. Well, I guess we might have to meet the Dark One.
Or set the Dark One on fire a lot.
I
Do we
can't
know?
remember any gods called the Dark One. There is the old god of death. but I think he's dead.
Well,
That totally makes sense.
How long ago?
Stop.
How long ago would he have disappeared?
Near the beginning of Concordis.
How long ago
mm,
has this
Or,
village?
I mean, sorry, before even Concordis became Concordis. So I mean, no one knows how long this place has existed, but I would say pre probably even the kings that ruled different continents. Probably even pre societies.
I don't think the old god of death would be the dark one.
Since this is sort of happening, I'm just sort of gonna start mumbling to myself, and you guys will hear it. Just kind of sort of ignore me. All right.
Got it.
I just start like whispering a story under my breath. I like just start reading from my book, and I'm gonna counter charm for
Okay.
the next little bit
Alright.
until I can't read anymore.
Yeah, sounds good.
Is there any more ruins like this around, or is there any more like books I can find? Maybe no. Maybe
You can certainly try.
more diaries or anything.
It seems like what you've found is all that was majorly accessible to people like you. Obviously, people have come here before and found nothing. But to dig deeper probably would take a long while, but if you wanted to try, you could.
I just fucking map.
I mean, even Tom Rose starts looking around and looks around at the rest of the rubble that exists for this village. I don't want to sound like a downer here, but I think our best bet is going down into the lake basin.
Do you
Hey,
think that the dark one is there?
before we do this,
Yes.
how familiar with you are you with the weather patterns of this area? Would you?
Well, I mean, I've been all over Concordis. It's usually sunny here, if not cloudy.
I want to look outside, Talon.
Yeah.
Is there anything that looks like it's about to rain anytime soon?
There's a dark cloud in the distance, but it's pretty far away.
Okay. Yeah. Let's head into the lake.
Only had a druid with control over
It's a druid.
level 9 hurricane above us. Summon this shit real quick.
If only we had a druid with proficient in the sands. We'd
Tom
so
Rose does
much.
go towards like the edge of the city and kind of looks down and goes, and to answer your question, Isaiah, that you originally had, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of bones down there, so maybe there'll be journals down there to read.
Maybe that's where they put the sacrifices.
Yeah.
That's probably where I would hang out if I was the thing getting sacrificed to.
Well,
Hey.
So we should probably go in with a little I don't know, caution and defensiveness. Oh, sorry.
Rethny is in there.
And the dragon tore through the roof of the.
The descent. So, this lake's big. It's not as big as like Lake Superior big, but it's big. The actual depth at its deepest point is probably around 800 feet.
Damn.
The closest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The closest descent near you guys, is pretty steep. There are gradual descents into the lake around other places, but those are like really far around the sides. The nearest to you, that is the most gentle, is 100 feet of a drop.
Okay. Tom, can you do anything about that?
I can put down a rope.
I mean, that's not bad.
I brought a lot of. I predicted that this was probably going to be a really far climb.
Well,
You squinted at me for.
might be figuring out if this arm is waterproof or not after all.
I mean, the lake is dry.
Well, it's hoping that if we figure it out while we're in the middle of the lake, it doesn't down on us.
Okay. So, I'm looking at the ethereal plane. Does it in the ethereal plane? There is no gravity.
Right.
You sort of just float around.
Yeah.
I mean, as and in Forgotten Realms, I suppose. Is that the same in Concordis?
Yeah. Like if you went into the ethereal plane and wanted to go straight up, you could. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If that's how it is in the Forgotten Realms, I don't have any reason to change it.
I think there it says that there's no gravity, but there is a definite down direction.
Okay, I get what they're going at. I think
It's not like space.
you can. I think you can walk down, especially. I think that also means that you can go up. I would say yes in
Okay.
Concordis you can, but that does mean at the end when you pop back out, you are
Yes.
descending.
Okay. I'm just thinking if I could use my
Your new cool Wispium armor.
Oh, it's only for one turn.
Yeah, it's till the end of your turn.
So it's 30 feet down. I could do 60 feet if I post boom and then and then just fall 40. That'd be high.
Do you have a bonus action dash?
Oh no, I don't.
It takes an action to go into the ethereal plane.
It's an action to do that. If only I had.
Tomrose is getting a pitten and a system set up to throw rope down.
I'll get a second Pitten in there and start setting up
I have some
as well.
with the armor that I purchased. I have some real questions about how the physics works of it. I'm not for sure certain because I feel like if I jump and then sort of will myself into the ethereal plane at the last moment, do I keep my
Tom Rose
momentum
is hitting the thing into the ground and just going, and he stops and he's just, what the fuck are you talking about?
My armor can put me into the ethereal plane for a moment. I actually haven't tried it yet, and I was wondering if
I'm tying harnesses with ropes.
All right. Sure. I mean, you can try if you want. It's a long, long drop.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Well, might just want to use a rope.
Well, well, I'll test it. I'll do the rope, but I'll test it still.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
And he begins tying the rope and everything.
Throw a harness at Isaiah.
A harness?
I only know harness.
I was sitting there as he's putting the pittons down. I'm sitting there tying harnesses out of rope.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
so that way you have a connection to something.
Yeah.
I
see what
you're man, I'm freestyle rappelling down this
hill. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking free falling. That's for damn sure. Yeah, you forget that it's a fucking action. We're not slow falling in this, feather falling in this bitch.
Well, I'm not. I'm gonna do it before I jump.
Okay. And then you go down 30.
You'll see the test that I won't hurt myself.
Are you gonna like Misty Step or some shit in the ethereal plane?
No, I don't have any teleports. I
Alright.
literally, I don't
Okay,
know what the fuck I was thinking when my spell
I mean,
was.
the rope is set up, so if we just want to start climbing down, we can.
I'm just gonna put on the harness and start going.
I'm gonna start
Yeah.
climbing it out. Yeah.
I recommend everyone put on a harness. Go slowly. I'm setting up 2 anchor points, so that way it should hold all of us, but I'll also stay near the top in case I see anything go awry.
Gotcha. Alright. Who wants to go foot first into hell?
Me.
Me.
Oh.
Well,
Phosphor and Isaiah.
I just want to see if I can do something real quick.
Isaiah is free. Are you free harnessing?
I'm not. Yes, I'm
Okay.
not taking a harness because
So
I need
Isaiah
the
goes
ability to
first.
jump off.
And
So,
then
yes, I'm
the
just
rest
gonna
of you
get off.
guys who are putting on the harnesses begin to descend.
I
as well.
actually kind of want to watch Isaiah first.
I mean, yeah. Everyone with a harness can wait at the top if they want before they go.
Don't you worry, guys.
What you doing, Isaiah? Climb down this rope.
I'm just gonna climb down. I'm gonna try to climb down 70 feet.
Okay.
So that there's 30 feet of rope below me.
Right. You're generally there.
I can just do that?
Yeah. The rope. I mean, you're just climbing down like this.
Oh, okay, cool.
And you have a wall to sort of step with, and you have a strong support at the top.
No one else is on there.
No one else is on there. Yeah, you can get down 70 feet. It takes a little bit. It takes probably about 5 minutes.
I get down 70 feet. I use my Wispium chain.
Okay.
The chain like beneath my shirt
Yeah.
starts to like waft out, and then my form sort of just disappears. And I'm gonna try to float back off of the rope and then down to the ground.
Okay. As you enter the ethereal plane, you sort of take a step and you're like, oh, I'm like stepping on solid ground and I'm just sort of floating here. And then you sort of like let yourself fall and you descend. And it's kind of scary because it feels like you're descending fast. It's like you're falling. Yeah.
Like an elevator.
But at any point you feel yourself able to like sort of stop that and like stand. You get about 28 feet down. You have 2 feet left of a drop, and you can feel that like etherealness begin to shift back into the chain. This like sort of temporary effect just
Superman pose.
wow, yeah. You really just kind of disappeared for a second.
No, then just landed. No. Well,
That's good to know it works, I guess.
Yeah, how many times can you do that?
A couple,
Alright.
I think.
oh, it's time for us to go down. Moss friend, did you 1 second?
Sure do.
Alright.
Actually, I can't do it anymore today. Now looking at this, I can't do it anymore.
Well,
That's so funny.
There's always tomorrow.
It's
Half my
always
proficiency modifier rounded down is 1.
I don't know what any of those words mean. I'm just kidding. You all begin to descend down. Tom Rose stays at the top. You can see him like holding like tightly against the as like a third anchor. As you guys begin
Jump,
to descend.
Mossfern, I'll catch you.
Moss friend, do not listen to him. You are attached to the rope, which is attached to the rest of us.
Trust me.
It's like you can
Listen,
see your
if it was only me, shit, I might.
I have like half a mind to throw my sword down.
Just drop it on him.
Just throw my sword down like a dart.
You guys are like 50 feet-ish down or 50 feet-ish up, and you feel like a little slack happen, and you're like, "Whoa!" And you look up, and Tom Rose also looks over to the side, and he's like, you might want to go faster."
Oh, it is not holding.
It's not like in whatever's going on between you guys.
Okay.
As you guys move faster,
yeah.
I'm gonna need a group, except for Isaiah, athletics
Yeah.
check.
absolute body.
And I argue acrobatics.
No,
I
you
also
cannot.
argue acrobatics. You hate me. You hate me and you want us dead.
I argue athletics.
I
No.
argue acrobatics.
It's
Please,
athletics.
you hate me.
You
Fuck
hate
you
Listen,
guys, I got a
athlet-
+4 in athletics.
Athletics gets so much shit.
I have a +8 to acrobatics. That's why I
I
wanted
know.
it.
Most
14.
people have a high acrobatic check. What'd you get?
14.
I
14,
have
nice.
I rolled a 9 for athletics.
Okay.
I got 21.
21.
I got a network error.
Oh my god. That's a nat
Give
1
me a
in
second.
my
That
brain.
means you win.
Yeah.
It's a nat 1 in my brain is crazy.
Oh, I see why he got a network error. Look, his fucking camera's oh, there it is.
No,
Oh.
it's because I turned my Wi-Fi on and
I
off.
see, I
Because
see, I see.
so see if that fixes the problem. It fixed it. 12.
12. All of you are descending pretty easily. Mossfern, it's a good thing you were at the bottom. As everyone is beginning to move down the rope quicker, the slack that's given to you, plus the speed at which you're trying to move down, causes you to slip. Give me a moment. Shut the fuck up. Shut. Zip. I see your fingers up. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
Austin, you heard the man put the fucking fingers down.
Chronic interrupter.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
As you
Disable my
descend
beast.
and you slip and fall, not only you feel the slack hit, and as you do, you swing towards the wall, and you land against it with your claws. And it's here that you realize you could have probably just been climbing down the wall this entire time yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, Austin. That's why I told you to zip it, because I knew what you were going to say.
Well, because at that moment, I also had just been sitting here
I
thinking,
know.
like,
I'm
wait a
a
minute.
DM who knows my players' things. And Mossfern, you're clinging to this wall, and you're just like, fuck this. And you cut the rope above you, that is your harness, and you just climb the rest down.
I thought Mossford wasn't
LMAO.
cutting the harness. Mossford was just cutting the rest of the
Yeah.
rope. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys.
Good.
No, you cut the harness, and you start free climbing down.
Well, as people start climbing down, I'm gonna start rummaging around in my bag. It's at like it's for something at like the very bottom.
Okay.
Wait. About how far down am I now?
Probably about you're probably about 15 feet above the ground.
Isaiah,
Okay.
you still want me to jump?
No, actually, stay right there.
The way the smile faded on Kay. No.
What are you rummaging for, Isaiah?
Isaiah pulls out a small, small cloth. It seems to be wrapped around something, and as he opens it, he pulls his head away. It stinks fucking awful. As there is how many? 7 eggs that Isaiah has had since we went to Rabbit Glade.
Oh my
What the fuck is wrong
fucking
with you?
god.
What is your plan?
What the fuck are you about to do?
Because if you say throw it at us, I'm cutting the rope and jumping on you. Like I'm going to Goomba stomp Isaiah.
And I'm gonna just take one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna chuck it above everyone so that it splats like and it showers down.
Oh my god.
Can you make me
Talon-
a... Yeah?
Actually, no. You give him that first, and then I'll speak my piece.
Chuck
Yep.
your egg. It's probably just gonna be an improvise. You know, I'll give you... Yeah, make it a strength. Make it a strength-based throw. Just roll a d20 plus your strength.
Okay, so while Kay's doing that, what I'm gonna fucking do, I'm gonna pull a pellet out my fucking pocket.
Okay, yeah.
The second that shit hits the fucking wall, if it goes any lower than he fucking intends, actually no, even the second that shit hits the fucking wall, if it gets near me, I'm slamming it against the fucking rocks below me, so it only hits him.
If it gets near me, Talon, I'm giving Isaiah the people's elbow.
I rolled an 18 total.
The egg splatters against the wall 30 feet up. And it slides down the wall and splatters outward, hitting Iron.
Okay.
Well,
and dripping down towards you, Mossfern, as definitely a few drops of rotten yolk hit you.
I cut the rope. I'm giving Isaiah the people's elbow.
I slap the fucking pellet against the fucking wall. He's about to have a high pressure shower is what's about to happen here.
High pressure shower.
Yeah, you slam this water pellet against the wall.
Dude, the fucking dark one's gonna come for Isaiah.
As 3,375
cubic feet of water.
Feet of water comes rushing out towards you, Isaiah.
yes,
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
for sure.
By the way, Iron, you have egg all over you.
Yeah, you have rotten egg on you, Iron.
Like month-old egg.
That Isaiah threw on you. But don't worry, I think Isaiah's about to die.
No, I'm not about to die. I'm not about to die at all. I'm about to tank this shit. What is it?
Strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
You are about to get hit with 3,000
feet of water.
Cubic feet of water. Not normally. Not like normally, like you jump into a river. You are getting highly pressurized, condensed into a tiny pellet, spraying at you all at once. This is like essentially getting hit with a fire hose at point blank range.
Strength save?
Yeah.
19.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use impending misfortune.
Okay.
Whenever I roll a saving throw, I'm gonna give myself plus 10 to make that a 29.
Yeah, for sure you save. Yeah, you save for sure, man.
Pay for that damage.
By the way, because of that, the next attack roll or saving throw I make has a minus 10 penalty.
Yeah. You take 10 points of damage.
I take 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As this,
bro.
But you do get absolutely pushed like 30 feet away from where you were standing.
But I stand my ground.
You stand your ground.
I'm on my feet. I'm on my feet the whole time. And I'm making eye contact with you, Mossfern.
Dude, the beef these two have this fucking section.
I want you to know, I mean it. I'm jumping down. I'm trying to fucking
As
get
this
Isaiah.
water slams into the wall, the people on the rope feel another jolt of the rope coming down. And you just hear Tom Rose above go, "What the fuck is happening down there?"
Hey, I specified I did it below us.
You said the wall.
Mossfern, you hit the wall with 3,375 cubic feet of water, pressurized. The vibrations are going up the wall and into the pittance.
Well, then I guess I don't know. That's on y'all. I don't know if I can tell you.
Tom Rose like catches the rope and is like, "Please, just a little bit faster."
Oh, I'm giving him faster.
Yes, guys, a little bit faster.
I'm also cutting the rope on my harness.
Okay.
I'm going for Isaiah.
Okay. Are you like just jumping down?
I'm trying to hit him on the way down.
He's venom diving me.
Yeah. You're like
he did get pushed back.
You're like 35 feet up, and he's 35 or more. Like yeah, because if he was only like 10 feet away, he's like 40 feet away from the wall. So there's not really a way for you to fall on him.
Okay.
How much is your? Do you have slow fall yet?
It is, yes, I do. It is a flat 40 damage reduction.
No. My thing is, why aren't you using that fucking grappling hook?
Because if I roll a nat 1, it breaks. So I'm kind of conserving it for.
So you're full free falling after this 35 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what 3d6.
Yeah, it's a flat 40 damage reduction.
Yeah. Get it off. You land, and you're about 45 feet away from Isaiah.
I walk over there.
Okay, and I'm assuming Rethny and Iron, you guys are climbing down.
Okay. Yeah.
At a quick rate.
Now, Callum, before you do anything, take one of these eggs.
Okay.
Throw it at the wall.
No way.
I take one of the eggs.
Just experience what I experienced, so you understand what it feels like.
Okay. I take one of the eggs. I get a little closer to the wall, and I turn around and I fucking beam it at Isaiah.
I feel like I action dodged.
You feel like you action dodged?
I feel like I action dodged. I feel like as soon as I gave him that egg, I was like, this motherfucker's gonna throw it at me.
Dude, Rethny and Iron catching strays right now.
For real.
Go ahead and make a throw. You're proficient with darts.
With ranged weapons and darts.
Is it egg a dart?
When thrown at a high enough velocity after being boiled for a month.
I'll just say you can use your dex for this instead of strength because you are
okay.
So just roll a d20 plus your dex.
Did it roll?
With disadvantage because it did roll.
Oh well, it doesn't matter very much.
Okay. 8 plus 5, 13.
8 plus... Wait.
If it's just your dex, I'm pretty sure dex is a plus 4 or plus 5.
It's plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah, so 13.
My armor class is 15 now with my new armor.
Oh, I guess if it's just dex, then no proficiency.
No, it's just dex. It's not proficiency.
Upsetting.
Yeah.
Swerve.
It just scatters against the ground.
I go into the ethereal plane and it flies through me.
You don't go into the ethereal plane. You don't have any uses anymore.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I have infinite uses.
I have infinite uses. Alright, I'm just gonna start climbing down now as as Iron and Rethny start coming off the rope. And Tom Rose starts descending.
I still have 5 of these, by the way.
Yeah, you still have 5 rotten eggs.
Iron just stares at Isaiah.
I put them back in my bag.
Just stares.
I've been just keeping those for a while. I didn't really know what to do with them.
You threw them?
Thought it'd be funny. It was.
It was not.
It was super funny. It's going to be great in the book.
I wish you would have drowned when the water came at you.
It's very nice.
Well, I currently have rotten egg, which is actually all over your clothes. So.
Let's find. They're not my clothes anymore. I gave them to you.
No, they're yours.
No,
These will be returned.
I don't want them.
You're wearing them.
Right now. Quickly, you guys hear a shit! the pins come off, and the rope begins descending as Tom Rose starts falling 75 feet.
Oh, he's about to
I
die.
catch him.
How are you aiming to catch Tom Rose, Rethny?
I
I
actually
get-
have an answer to
I
this.
get
I
my
know
bowl
your
of
answer.
water.
Oh my god, no.
I-
If Rethany's spells, I also have a plan.
You
That's
get
what just
bowl
has the-
of water, and my little water man is about to come up in this bitch and catch him with his body.
you're gonna summon your water elemental.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's look at the water elemental stat block.
While Rethy's preparing to do this, I'm gonna get out my little fucking flute so I
Okay.
can polychromatic bubble just in case.
Just in case.
I send a message to Tom telling him to like say goodbye to his family or whatever.
Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
Oh, he's dead.
Do I hear this?
No, I don't actually
Okay.
send this message.
Okay, you say a lot of shit and they go, no, I don't actually say that.
Because it's fucking
Put your
funny.
pussy into it.
I
Put your
don't
whole
want
pussy
to.
into it.
Isaiah doesn't want to do that shit.
Don't
I
tell
want to
me
do that
this.
shit.
No, it's
You
well
know
it's
about
well
all of
within
us.
it's well within character. You've done it before.
Okay,
You threatened
give me a
some,
second as I
some
look at
kid's
this water
life for
elemental.
being in front of you in line. it's well within Isaiah's boundaries.
There's something poetic about a sad death.
He's just thinking with his fucking pen, dude. I can't stand this man.
That's all Isaiah does is think his fucking
Wait, you know
pen,
what?
dude.
Actually, the water elemental might be able to save this. Hold on. Okay.
That's
The water
my man.
I hope not. It'd be tasty.
describe
Stop.
describe how this you summon the water elemental from the bowl.
I whip out the bowl.
You whip it out, you place it down. Is there anything
No.
specific? Oh, no, you just
I whip
Shut-
out the bowl, and I like dunk him out. Basically, is what I do. I go whoop, and when the water goes, he builds up himself, and he's like standing there, and I'm like, I point to Tom falling. I'm like, please catch him.
as all this water begins pouring out of this endless canter of water, and suddenly it begins whirling into like this almost whirlpool and begins moving upwards in a sort of tornado motion in this like vacant base.
I cast disguise self on myself. I'll tell you.
Oh.
It'll be
Okay.
later.
And the water is whirling, and as you point to Tom falling, you just go, please save him. The water immediately rushes towards where he's about to go down and begins to try and climb up the wall in sort of this almost wave, following this like rope falling in slack. About 10 feet above the ground, as Tom is descending into the water elemental's form, the water elemental is going to attempt to use Whelm, which is each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 15th strength saving throw. Tom is willingly going to fail this. And on a failure, the target takes 2d8 plus 4 damage. So we'll roll that real quick. Nice, calm 11. I'll mark that for
Okay.
Tom.
Instead of a fireball.
Did you say you're gonna
Fire-
fireball him?
No, instead of a fireball's worth of falling damage.
Yeah, for sure. And if it is large or smaller, it is also grappled. So he is restrained within the water elemental as it slowly falls down. And the water elemental just like lets Tom fall out as it moves another like 10 feet. And Tom just lands on the ground.
I walk over to Tom, standing over him. My skin is like completely white, and I have golden eyes. I
Oh
have
my
blonde
God.
hair. And I
Oh
look down at Tom, and I go, It's okay. Everything's gonna. You're gone, but it's okay.
Iron's gonna slap Isaiah.
You know what?
Slap
You know
him
what?
on the back of
You
the
know what?
head.
You know what?
No, not the back of the head, like a full
No,
on.
yeah. You know what? Isaiah's not getting out of this one. Full get smacked. He's doing a bit. He's so enthralled in his acting for a second. He's like, Tom, it's okay. Rest now, alright? It's me, your god. As
Be
you're
welcome
fucking
into my embrace.
slapped across the face.
Iron!
Stop fucking around!
It was just a joke. Fuck.
He almost died.
He's not dead though.
Isaiah.
That was the joke.
Someone's fucking about to be, and it ain't him.
Isaiah.
Calm down, boss man.
There's a time and a place for jokes.
I'm about to
What
put intent in those
just-
words that were up there.
What just happened was reckless and irresponsible.
Tom
Must-
sits against the ground and sort of like wiping water out of his face. It's fine. It's fine. We're all good.
I walk over there and I'm gonna use my cure wounds that I have. It's first level, but should hopefully do something. That should
Iron like
be-
looks back at Isaiah and just points at him and goes, "We are very soon going to have an issue. I don't want to have an issue with you, Isaiah."
6 points of healing.
I don't have an issue with you, Ira.
I'm glad you don't have an issue with, but I'm going to start having because you do these things that upset people.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
How are you feeling?
Tom stands up. I'm fine.
See, Tom's fine.
It must have
No
felt weird to be
thanks to you.
moved around in water.
Caleb, you seem to be very upset, and I don't know if I really did that much.
No, it wasn't just you.
Guys. Guys. It's fine. I'm all good.
Tom says it's fine.
Isaiah is clearly pushing away with practical jokes to avoid making bonds, and it happens. You guys seem to be not as tight-knit a group as, other adventuring groups, but you have a lot of weight on your shoulders. All is well. Best thing to do now is keep moving forward.
Perfectly fine.
And as Tom sort of like keeps ushering you guys to keep walking and moving, Tom Rose will share a glance with you, Isaiah, and just sort of smile politely.
Isaiah will smile back.
And Tom Rose will keep pushing forward.
Me and Bob are walking.
I'll walk behind.
He's still here.
Yeah, the water elemental.
And I'll kind of look at Mossfern as we're walking. Mossfern. It was kind of reckless and irresponsible for you two to use that much water to attack Isaiah.
I don't know. I didn't think about it.
I know. But try to be more cautious next time. And I'll kind of like almost like a parent who's just scolded their kid who really they feel like didn't need it. Kind of like ruffle Mossfern's hair a little bit.
Oh my god. He'll give like a playful shove in return.
Okay.
Here has the highest passive perception. Rethne.
Huh.
As you're
Here
moving,
comes the
especially
demon.
with your water elemental, you take a passing glance at the water that Mossfern summoned with that pellet back near the wall.
Mhm.
It's all dried up.
Bob, get in your ball.
Bob,
Get in your bowl.
Bob, do something.
If you
God.
unsummon this creature, it will be gone for the day.
That is fine by me.
Alright?
Get in the bowl.
It's in the bowl.
Thank
And
God.
2
Bowl
has the
goes into
bowl.
my.
And just
Into
a,
the
just a
girl
little
pocket.
bubble
Right.
pops to the top. Just,
Because
I'll see you
Talon
later, Bob.
hates you and made the bowl dry up too.
you guys are currently in this basin now. And I get to describe what's going on. Around you is tons of dried seaweed and sort of this rough ledge that creates almost this hard to walk on surface. Now you can fully tell there are wrecks of boats and such that scatter across the ground, and you can see bones for sure, dried up fish, bigger sea life, and the occasional human skeleton. Additionally, coming up from the ground, almost in like this large tube-like organic material that comes out from the sand and then in the sand again and then travels probably for another 20 feet and then comes out of the sand again and then down in the sand. And it just creates these tiny little arches all around. And you keep moving until you get to this sort of place with a lot of more wrecked structures. And there's this huge bony skeleton. This large sea creature. I mean, it's gotta be as big as a whale, maybe? But a whale in a lake is a little unfounded. No, to be fair, it's a big lake. Here, I shall.
Can I?
I'll send the owlbear that has the location, so that way you guys can actually visually see what is before you.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. Oh my god, is that a little hammerhead that I see?
Maybe.
What is he doing here in a lake? He ain't supposed to be here, little guy.
I mean, the lake is like connected to the ocean before it got like cut off. Like looking at the map and everything.
I guess so. He's just a little guy.
Damn.
There's a demon out here.
And then I guess I'll just do a. What do I do for the wings for little Tom Rose?
Little wings.
Is there anything you guys would like to explore?
I kind of. Tell me if I get stopped along the way.
Okay.
I kind of want to head to the big skeletal structure.
Let's go over here.
I want to go to look at the wreckage.
Can I roll like a nature check or something? I want to try to decipher if this is any known species to me.
Yeah, even without rolling, you get the sense that this is sort of just an ordinary, like, classic whale.
Okay.
And
And
by
then,
the size, while it is huge, it's definitely, it probably was reaching its prime years in terms of age.
and it's probably like magic Concordis whale that is bigger than average.
Yeah, they get like a bit bigger than this, but not by much. Aaron, what are you checking out? That shark skeleton?
Yes.
Alright, what you looking for?
You just looking at it.
Okay.
I don't think he's looking for anything in particular. He's inspecting the bone. If
Yeah.
there's anything like laying around it that could. I mean, I don't think Iron could even be able to fucking identify it, but
Well, we'll get back to that in a second. Rethny, what do you want to check out?
I'm probably gonna look at the boat too,
Gotcha.
the wreckage.
Alright. Mosfer and Isaiah and Rethny, you all head towards the wreckage to sort of check out what's in it. And as you turn around the corner, it's pretty dark in here. And there are a lot of human bones scattered sort of inside. It almost seems like if the water currents were still here today, because of the way this dome shape is, a lot of stuff got pushed in to it, if that makes sense. And even though it's dark, far in the back corner, there is like this faintest sense of light.
I'll call up in there.
Okay.
Oh.
As you sort of crawl over these bones and, pieces of wood and moss and, dead seaweed and other stuff, you get to this light, and it's sort of just floating. It's about 5 feet off the ground.
What is it, Mossford?
There's a lot.
Is it attached to anything?
No, it's just kind of floating.
Are you sure it's not attached to anything?
Mossfriend's gonna get eaten by the land anglerfish that's
The
living
land
here
anglerfish.
with 4 legs that crawls out at you and angles.
You want to touch it?
A little bit.
I have. Oh no, never mind. I can't. Maybe you should just touch it. I got your back.
Yeah, I don't fucking know about that after that fucking egg.
Oh my god! I literally tossed an egg at you. Why does everyone think that I shot a fucking
I thought we
gun
had
at
a
you?
fucking moment, Isaiah. I thought we were friends.
We
and
do
you
have.
thought
Why?
me.
I thought we were friends. I did a practical joke, and now everyone thinks I stabbed them in the fucking ankle.
Rotten eggs.
Rotten eggs. Mossfriend, what are you doing?
Rotten egg isn't the nicest thing to do.
So I'm looking at this thing, right?
Yeah.
There's like nothing around it at all.
No, not really.
I'll touch it. I'll go to grab it.
As you go to grab it, it like avoids your hand.
Oh, it is like a cat with a fucking laser pointer. He's after that thing now.
All right.
No.
You start grabbing at it. It sort of starts like dodging and like until eventually it just starts rescinding back further into the small space.
There you
Oh,
go.
hell fucking no. I'm going
Oh no,
on.
he's gonna go after it.
You go after it, and as it ducks in towards this corner, you are like sort of crawling to it really fast, and it weaves out of the way, and you slam your head against the far back of the boat, and it starts floating away from you and out towards the light, towards where like Isaiah is.
Well, I'm gonna chase it again.
All
Fuck.
right. You start running towards this light, and Isaiah, you see this mote of light just begin floating towards you.
Um,
Kill it with fire.
No, do like an Arcana check on it or something.
Kill it with
yeah.
fireball.
Do I know what it is?
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
17.
17?
Wait.
Oh, is this a -10?
No, because it's not an
Yeah.
attack roll or a saving throw.
Slay. There is a stark tale in your mind that comes to corpses and lights. This is probably a will-o-wisp.
That's what I figured. Okay. Do I know? Are they sort of like neutral? Or are they like
It's hard
bad?
to tell. Every tale you've heard of them has either led someone to like a sort of greater lesson, like they like sort of appears like a path to bring people into a greater lesson they need to learn, or other times they are tricky little buggers that are out for revenge and hurt people.
Is there any way we could speak to it?
I'll cast message at it as it runs towards me.
Okay.
I'll just be like, I'll say, we're not here to hurt you. We're trying to figure out what happened. Mouse friend, stop fucking swiping at it.
As you message it, you all can sort of just hear in this like very faint, low whisper, sacrifice.
Yes, we know that you were probably sacrificed. Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
It starts like floating closer to you.
Okay. Do you want to hurt me?
Sacrifice.
Am I a sacrifice?
It's floating closer to you.
I think
I
it wants to sacrifice you.
put my hand up
Okay.
and fire starts emanating in it. Am I a sacrifice?
I have found a sacrifice.
Yeah,
and before
third level.
before you do that, we'll turn to Iron as you were inspecting the shark corpse. Inside the ribcage, where it's or not ribcage, sorry, the inside further into the bones, where its stomach would have been, you see like a half ruined sort of it's been long dried out, but it was at some point half digested, like this small little book.
Aaron fishes it out.
And as you fish it out, you're reading this as it's a memoir from people in a person in the village. They worship whatever this thing was, this dark one. They worshipped it. Though for some people, when the reality set in of loved ones they knew being the ones to be sacrificed, there was a schism in that belief, a break in the brainwash of a cult. The idea that this wasn't some friendly or all-knowing creature, that it was simply a hungry beast that they no longer wanted to help. And when that schism happened is when the sacrifices became more and more frequent. And that's all you can get from that. But as you're doing so, Calum and Iron, you are watching as Tom Rose goes under this sort of shipwreck area, and you can sort of hear him scurrying from Mossfern running around these bones, chasing a will-o-wisp for a second, as that was happening. And Tom Rose is like looking at this corpse, and you hear Mossfern's head slam into the boat, and you just kind of go, what? And then you watch from the boat from your angles as this sort of like light comes out towards Isaiah, and you can hear almost like faint, like coming from there, and Isaiah talking to it like, "Am I a sacrifice? What are you talking about?" And then you hear from Tomrosa's side, "What the fuck is that?" And you turn, and breaking from the shadows,
It's the fucking Dark One!
these shreds of almost shadow-like cloth and this face of this creature coming from the dark. And that's where we'll end the session.
Damn.
Lord.
Yeah.
Make a note, Isaiah, that you are actively attacking this Will-O-Wisp, because I will let you get a action off before combat starts.
So,
Good shit. Good shit. Now, good.
I love how last session for you guys was like so joy and whimsy, and now this we're in a fucking horror game.
Children's drawing of sacrifices! Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Talent, listening to the Fullmetal Alchemist OSTs while playing Concordis really, really peaks. I've been listening to Crime and Punishment this whole time.
Yeah.
The one that plays when they're exploring where like Bury the Chopper and all that shit is.
Yeah.
That shit's playing, and that's just been playing the whole time that we've been in the lake, and I'm telling you, it's kind of hidden.
Oh, yeah. I hope the creepiness of this place is settling out at least just a little bit.